Yeah. Yeah, dude.
All right,
I
can't stand that guy. No way. There's only enough room for 2 Canadians on this podcast.
So there's 3 famous Canadians, and I've brought them to this stream, Luke.
There's 1.5.
1.5. We have. Oh, dude, they're our cold cousins. I figure with
Are they like the players?
Yeah, they're mic'd. Nah, you can't. Yeah, you can't do that. You gotta respect that. But yeah, look. With probably 5 of us in this chat, maybe one of us jumps in and out of there, checks it out for 5 minutes, and brings updates. But so we're freaking live. Awesome for 7 viewers. Yeah, I'll jump in.
I'm painting right now, so my ability to switch back and forth is
dude, it's working fine. So all right, let us get to the meat and potatoes of this showdown. Right now we have Liam Hackett. We're going to update the scorecard at some point. Luke gets around to it, but we have Liam Hackett versus Kemble Hollis, and so this is GSC versus Orcs. This is Mega Knobs versus GSC with a Kraken battalion. I'm just going to run through these for you guys for your viewing pleasure. While Luke's also the TO of this event, guys, so he's brought us in as the color commentary to his, I don't know, having to do a bunch of other shit. Liam Hackett, he has an Evil Sons battalion. He has a boss with an chopper.
So was that all working? Sorry.
Yeah, it is, dude. So I'm just going through the list.
Awesome.
He has 3 times 10's Gretchen. He has 2 units of 10 Mega Knobs, which is the kind of bones, the spine of his fist. And then the 2nd battalion, he has a big mech with a shock attack gun. He has another big mech with a shock attack gun. He has 3 units of Gretchen again, a unit of 15 tank buses, a unit of 15 looters. And then to round things out, he has another battalion. This one is mixed. He has a Blood Axe big mech with another shock attack gun. That's his 3rd one. This one's taking the Thinking Cap. And then he has a Weird Boy with Warpath. So he's got a Weird Boy with the jump with Path, and then there's 3 more units of Gretchen. So he has 90 grots on the table. That's a fuckload of easy kill points to pick up. But he has 3 shock attack guns, guys. One of those is his Warlord, and has what I usually see him take is he takes the snipe character's Warlord, and then he jumps in and just will kill 2 or 3 of your characters in one turn.
Sorry, what is he's got a Warlord trait that lets him do what?
That kill characters, snipe characters.
It lets him target characters with a shock attack gun?
If they're within 18 or 16 inches.
It's 18 inches. 18 inches.
Yeah.
So he can snipe characters with a shock attack gun.
Yes, he can.
Yeah.
He
That's
can.
outrageous.
It gives whatever weapon he has, basically sniper. So
yeah. So he jumps him into someone's face, sacrificial lambs him, and shoots him twice, and just pastes 2 of your important characters turn 1. It's pretty phenomenal. What do you think about the list, guys?
I mean, that's scary.
It's a list that he's run before really well, so I mean, not much to say about it. Is he using Dreadwog? He doesn't have it listed here, but I know sometimes you guys don't make them put on the...
My assumption would absolutely be that he's going to be using it. Absolutely. Luke, are we able to get an update on the score sheet?
Yep, I will get that.
Thanks, brother. Looks like we're just still very, very early in the day for this game. They're still just placing objectives. So this is ETC style layered missions, but using the ITC FAQ. So from bottom floor of ruins is line of sight blocking. As you can see, it's a good density of terrain. We've got area terrain literally everywhere, and we've got Liam's everywhere as well. Really well picked out. So we've gone over Liam's list. We will jump over to Kemble Hollis's list, and he has a battalion, Cult of the Four-Armed Emperor. That's the one that gives you Vect, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And +1 to charge out of Deep Strike.
Yeah, that's pretty legit. He has 3 HQs. Patriarch, which is his war with Inscrutable Cunning and Mental Onslaught, and Might from Beyond. Then he has a Primus, and then in the lead slot he has a Climavis. That's the one that gives you another +1 to charge, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. And then he has 1 unit of 15 Acolytes with a Cult Icon and 4 Heavy Rock Swords. Another unit of 15 Acolytes, same deal, Cult Icon, 4 Rock Swords. And then lastly, he has 20 Acolytes with 20 Hand Flamers. So that just that battalion right there. There's a lot about, but I'm going to move on, and we're going to come. He has another battalion. This one's the Rusted Claw. He has a Patriarch in here as well. This one has Relic Amulet of the Void Worm. I'm not sure what that does. I'll actually turn that off to chat. If someone can look that up for us, or if any of you gentlemen know, please let us know in a minute. He has a Magus with Mind Control and Massive Hypnosis. Of course, those are the only two we're taking on. Then he has a Calamorph, which is the Gunslinger, Jesse James. Then he has a unit of 10, 3 inches, just 10 neophytes. Lastly, he has a Kraken Tyrannid battalion. He has a Swarm Lord. He has a Neurothrope. He has 20 Gene Stealers, 16 Gene Stealers, 3 Ripper Swarms. That's a scary.
I like that list because it's got a lot of different elements, and it's hard to figure out what your target priority is going to be. Because everything is all over and it comes at you so fast.
Yeah, and it's really scary.
Kind of repel waves and waves of bugs.
I like this matchup right now. I don't know. Usually, I look at a list and go, "Yeah, it's leading this." Man, if the Kraken Steelers go first, he can be all up all over those Mega Knobs and like take a unit out top of turn 1. I think Liam has to pretty much bottle up and play a really defensive game here.
For sure. I mean, he's probably going to deep strike one of the units, I would imagine, but
I'm not sure he can afford to because he's. I guess. Sorry, yeah, you're probably right. He probably just walls off his layers and because he doesn't mind the Grots getting wrapped. He's more than enough punch back here. Any the GSC is bringing to bear on him.
Yeah, he has 90 Grots.
He has 90
Grots.
He has 90.
So that should be plenty to screen out.
But he's probably going to bubble right in his backfield. Here's a big question for you: Is this game the Mega Knobs into a unit of 20, or is he just used to leave 2 10s?
Well, the thing is, he doesn't have a lot of shooting in the Gene Stealer called Tyrannid list. So I think you could get away with doing 2 units 10 because you're not really worried about them. And honestly, like it's still 3 wounds each? That's still 30 wounds each unit. So
yeah, if he can make the Roxas like break on the Grots instead of on the Mega Knobs, he's in really good shape.
Well, I think he just wins that game, doesn't he? What needs to happen is the Gene Stealer can kill 60 to 80 of the Grots, so that the Roxors can actually get where they need to go. Because if the Roxors legitimately touch Grots, I think he loses the game. If they don't get into
touch the Mega Knobs, yeah.
Yeah, if they don't, well, so that's what I mean. Like if they have to go into Grots, I think the GSC just lose, yeah. But if they go into anything else, I think he's in a winning position.
Yeah, I think you're right there. And that amulet, that's the +1 to all saves for the whatever. So it gets like it goes to a 3+4++, I think.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, does that give it an aura, or is that just for the?
I think it's just for it. It gets +1 to all saves.
Because the Rusted Claw, they get +1 save and ignore range 1, end of 1.
Yes.
Okay.
So he'd have like a 2+4++.
What's your hot tip straight off the bat, guys? Your gut feeling. Give us a prediction.
I think the orcs, if they will take this because he's got enough screens to kind of blunt the Gene Stealer's aggressive play, and by the time he chews through all those Grots, I think it's going to give the orcs enough time to just shoot down all the threats. So once the Steelers are gone, there's not much left. And what has he got? 1 unit of Aberrants, or did you say Roxas?
2 units of Roxas, 1 unit of Hand Flamers.
Yeah, they just die so quick.
They do.
To nothing. And I feel like if he can keep him screened out, and he'll just be able to win that attrition game while he eats Grots for dinner.
I agree.
Yeah, like if he takes out the Roxas, like there's nothing to hurt the Mega Knobs. Hand Flamers aren't going to do anything to them. So
he's got these 3 units of Neophytes with just. Is there any option to using those first turn to clear what you need to clear? They just won't have the range though, will they? Because they're essentially just Lasgun.
Yeah, they're just slightly better. No, they are. They're just regular guardsmen, pretty much. Yeah. Just like shittier guardsmen.
Where is Val? Where is Mr. Heffelfinger?
I don't know. He might be drinking.
Val, get off the sauce and onto the stream. Easy. Yeah, my gut feeling is this is Liam's to lose, I think. Yeah, and we can already see what he's doing. So there's half of the missions here are you deploy your entire army, your opponent deploys their entire army. So obviously Liam's deploying his entire army first, and we can already see he's doing exactly what we thought he'd have to do, which is and they've got Vanguard strike deployment as well.
I would say though, if what is it, Kemble? Is that his name?
Yep.
So if he plays a little bit more conservative instead of trying to like go nuts into the orcs and just plays the missions, I think that's where he's going to win because he's got to come out of that deployment zone. And if the thing with Maelstrom is sometimes you get the cards you need, and I think that'll be a big factor. If Liam's forced to come out of the zone to score points, that could be a big advantage for Kemble. And I think he needs to, instead of just throwing his units away at the grots, maybe play a little bit more conservative, hide, pick up missions as he goes, and then hopefully just counterpunch if Liam tries to come out of his zone.
Well, I 100% think Liam's got the worst. If you just have a look
in the corner.
Yeah, well, his corner's just worse than the other corner. The other corner has 2 objectives, and he has 2, but the other 2 objectives are essentially just very walking distance away from his deployment zone. Objective 6 is probably within about 8 inches of his deployment zone. Objective 2 is probably about 9 to 12. So, and look, it's the opposite for Liam. Liam's like 18 to 20 inches away from all the other objectives. So he's in the worst of the 2 corners. Now with ETC, I'm not sure how many of these, which mission this is and how many of these are actually active Eternal Wars, but usually number 5 and number 6 are not active Eternal Wars. So number 5 is the one that's in the Gene Stealer Cult deployment zone. That's the one towards the left of the screen. And then the one dead center, a bit skewed to the left, is number 6. Those 2 most likely aren't Eternal Wars, and the rest of them are. He's put blips down already, guys. If you notice, he's got 1, 2, 3. He's got 6 blips on the board, on the table, which doesn't make that much sense to me, seeing as it's obvious that Liam is first, unless he's just said, "Hey, Liam, start deploying. Here are my first 6 deployments. They're just blips."
Are they using chess clocks?
I can't see one on the table, so unless it's, I'll actually ask Luke when he gets back, because that's important to know. Because this, the GSC army has a lot of interactions, a lot of abilities, a lot of models.
Oh, well, both armies. I mean, I know that Liam's not playing your standard orcs, but even just like taking time on your dead jumps and getting all those grots into the right positioning can take a while. And the other reason why I bring it up is if he's actually deploying blips like during Liam's deployment, it doesn't really matter. But it's something you got to watch your opponents do, because some people will try to pull that, and I mean they're using your clock to deploy.
Yeah, deploy. That's exactly right.
So this actually came up in a game I played, in the final game, actually, I played at West Coast last weekend, which was, and maybe I talked to you guys about this last time I was on, but I actually think it's really bad etiquette to deploy during your opponent's clock. So for me, it's like, if it's on my clock for my deployment, you're not deploying your army. You're waiting until I clock be back and then you deploy. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Because I actually called up my opponent. I was like, hey, it's actually bad etiquette to deploy on my clock, because basically what happened is as soon as I would finish deploying, he'd already be done his next unit. So the whole clock, both our deployments was on my clock.
No, that's
bad etiquette.
No, and I agree. That's why I brought it up. Like in this case where it's just blips, I mean, whatever. He's saving 6 seconds, but yeah, no, even then, like, yeah, I agree. That was the whole point of asking about the chess clocks with the situation here, is because I do believe it's bad etiquette, and you can really cheat people at a time, especially with larger armies. So
100%, guys, it becomes very, very, very quickly. And
I
agree.
It really mattered to me that he was doing that. I was like, no, man, you're going to use your clock as your orcs. Every second you use is important for me.
Yeah, even if it's just like 5 seconds, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad I'm not. I've had actually in two games in the last 3 tournaments, I've had arguments about that, because I've had players deploy during my clock, and I've kind of called them out on it, and they thought I was being like unreasonable.
Oh, wow.
No way.
That's crap.
No way. I know people that do it on purpose. Like, I've heard them say it, that they purposely try to deploy to save time.
I've heard of people say that, there's nothing wrong in that. It's perfectly fine. And then I say, well, why can't it be on your clock and I'll do it to you? And then they have nothing to say. Yeah, okay, well, how about we do exactly the same thing, but I'll do it to you. Now, how do you feel? Because literally, who gets to decide what the dice roll, who deploys first? We decide that the entire deployment's on my clock? That's not fair. Bullshit.
For sure.
Um,
And I don't think, like, I know a lot of people play, and maybe this is a new thing with the clocks, but I feel like originally when the clocks, kind of everyone was bringing on clocks, it was more about, like, not slow playing.
yeah.
But now clock management is it's not just about slow playing, it's also about managing your time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not just to prevent slow playing, but it's also about managing your time. And I think some people forget that it's about managing your time and moving quickly, not just about when the game is in progress, are you slow playing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it does. I think they are using a clock because I see somebody tapping something there every time they place a unit. So they must be doing back and forth. They're not doing full deploys.
Yeah, look, I totally would have expected Liam to use a clock. Liam's a big believer in a clock, and also he's on both the Queensland ATC team and the Australian ETC team. So one of our recommendations to everybody on the team is that you play every single game on the clock. Just to get
it looks like they are that, or they're slapping a baby after
well,
redeployment.
It's Australia.
Yeah,
It's very possible.
Yeah, George just sent me a link to one of Nadivadi's games this coming week. I'm actually aware of the game he's playing, and he's playing my exact chaos list for my last 4 tournament wins against Gene Stealer Cults. I think, and it's funny because I'm playing in a tournament with Nick next weekend, so I kind of feel like he's trying to get a practice game using my list so that he can prep for me. So I think I'm in head, which is pretty good.
Nice. Yeah. Well, if you rattle him, you got him rattled, baby. He's on the ropes.
I got into Nadivadi's head.
Yep.
The tables have turned.
He hasn't won anything in like 2 months. He's over the hill. All right, back to this. Where are we at? Looks like I'd say the Orcs are pretty much entirely down.
Yeah, I think they're just about done deployment here by the looks of things.
And I'd say everything that's Gene Stealer Cult is either in reserve or a blip, and all the Kraken is on the board. We can see Swarmlord down the bottom left-hand corner of the table. I said it's a unit of Rippers in the back in that building. You can just see 3 bases there. So that's going to be sitting that objective 5 for the most of the game. We've got the unit of 16 Steelers, I think will be the 2, and then the unit of 20 is the one that's more well protected in the ruin. Naturally, you want to hide those better. They've all got the same complement of acid moors, I believe. 5 on the 20-man, 4 on the 16-man. Acid moors are just good.
Adam, can you just clarify? I understand this is a ETC tournament, but is it ranked, ITC ranked, or is it?
I believe it's ITC ranked. Yeah, quite sure it is.
I think that's one of the best parts about the ITC. A lot of people feel like you have to play ITC missions, but the reality is you can play any mission you want. You can play rulebook missions, you can play custom missions, and that's, I think a lot of people poo-poo the ITC, but you're putting those. If you don't like the missions, don't play them as a TO.
And also you can put paint scores in there. You can put hobby scores in there. There is a separate hobby. You can put sports scores in there. You can technically put comp scores in there.
Yeah.
I run
do what you want.
Yeah, do whatever you want. They don't care. They just want as many people involved as possible. So I think it's only a good thing. There is no downside.
So did Liam get to go first, and he's doing some trickery here, or?
Yeah, I'd have to assume so, isn't he? He's just going.
Well, because he deployed first, so he would go first, right?
He would go first. We just had the handshake.
There we go.
Here we go. It's on. Yeah, I guess if Liam had the choice, he'd of course first. You'd want to push out those.
And Adam, just to be clear, you're not at this tournament, right? You're
no, I'm at home.
Right?
I'm at home.
Okay.
1,700 kilometers away.
I was listening to you talk about it, and you were like, "Yeah, it's." I always forget how big Australia is because they always make it very small on maps.
Yeah.
So when you were like, "Yeah, it's a few thousand miles away," I was like, I wonder how he's going all the way up there just to shoutcast.
Yeah, 1,700 kilometers is the distance. Yeah. So it's essentially like the East Coast to the West Coast. Or maybe not quite.
And this is in
no, it isn't, but that's good. It takes about 3 to 4 days of driving to get from the East Coast of Canada to the West Coast, and that's if you don't sleep.
Yeah,
3 to 4 days. No, man, it takes way more than that.
Yeah, I did it with my father in 4 days.
But like from Pacific to Atlantic?
Yeah, that was from New Brunswick to BC.
So that's only keep in mind that's only 2/3 of the west coast of Australia. Yeah, it's only only 2/3 of the coast.
To be fair, Canada is the second largest country in the world, so it's like it's not that big of a difference. So like, we're not. There's no like dick measuring going on here.
No,
so.
none of that.
No. It usually would take like 7 or 8 days to drive across Canada, but we did it in with the no sleep policy. Well, one of us would sleep while the other drove.
So the gentlemen have chucked in their CP. We've got Kemble 18 and 18. I'm just going to have a look at their list and tally up how much they should be starting with. Because Kemble's got 1, 2, 3 battalions, so he should be starting on 18 himself. And it looks like he must have spent 3 probably for extra relics, I'd have to assume.
Well, what's that? Is that sunlight on his side of the table there?
Oh wow, it is. Yeah, that's actually that's pretty bad. We might see if we can get that up.
Campbell's got the sun in his eye. He's at a disadvantage.
He is. Yeah, he's putting off all those 1 to 6s.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like Liam spent any. So yeah, Liam's got triple battalion as well. Yeah, battalion. He hasn't spent any, so he hasn't got the relic shock attack gun. He hasn't got the formation.
He didn't take it.
Yeah, he didn't take it.
I mean, realistically, it's only an extra D6 shots against the Steelers because the extra isn't it extra? Is it just a 2D6 shots instead of 1D6? Is that the only difference?
And mortal wounds on triggers.
Wounds, yeah.
Don't they both do mortal wounds?
I didn't think the regular one did. I'd have to get my code
No,
out.
the regular
as well on the
regular. I'm pretty sure the regular one does. I'll look up the decks really quick.
I hate shock attacks. They're so good.
Oh, dude, they're
correct.
Phenomenal, man.
And Dreadwog is broken.
Dreadwog is free.
Don't tell Val that he didn't take Dreadwog. He'd be so mad.
You guys, Jim, you know about the bet between
which? No, I'm unaware.
Yeah, so Diffie he's my other half in Down Under Network. He's got a bet with Val that Eric Luthurus, who's playing the Grey Knights, will then Liam right here, who's playing the Mega Knobs, and whoever loses has to send the other one over half the world.
All right,
Lukey, how you doing, brother?
I am so sorry. Whew. It's
fine.
I am overburdened right now. I apologize, everyone.
Dude, you do what you got to do, man. We have some of the best 40k here.
Yeah.
About this.
Appreciate everybody being here a lot, and it means a lot. Yeah, we had a player that's 45 minutes late, another one that's 30 minutes late because they apparently checked the wrong time. So I was like, okay, how do I deal with this? And then their opponents were complaining because one of them's one of the top tables, so it's kind of important.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, they're pretty important.
Yeah.
So don't worry, you don't need to tell us how you dealt with it. It's your business.
Yep.
With this table, can you see the glare? Can you see the glare
of the light? Yeah.
Yeah. And are you able to block that in any way?
It's about
a sheet or a piece.
It's about 3 meters in the air.
Get Jordan. Jordan, just reach up. And
I'll see what I can do. Hey.
Yeah.
Can we block out the sun?
Yeah, we'll just block out the sun. Where's Mr. Burns' sun blocking?
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Just tell Liam he can only stand at that quarter.
I'll do that. I'll get Jason to stand there or something.
Right. Do it. So it looks like the end of the movement phase, all the blips are getting active. Now here's the thing. Here's a funny thing with the blips. Yeah, the blips take up a lot of time. All the time that you think you saved in your deployment phase, you lose in your first in your opponent's movement phase because you have to.
Yeah, arguably more.
Arguably more.
I could imagine Kemble's strategy is maybe just to throw everything in the blips, maybe 2 or 3 units back into deep strike, so you can have more kind of in deep strike to avoid a lot of.
Well, look what he's done. So the 3 things that were the blips is just 3. So that means all the rock stores, all the hand flamers, and I'd have to say the patriarchs, at minimum the Kelmorphs and the Clandervis are all in there too. Shit, you'd probably have to bet the Icon War. Yeah, everything. Yeah, like 80%. Yeah, so much of his army's in reserve now.
He's just got the Steelers on the table and a few Rippers and other nonsense.
And Swarmlords.
He's probably the neophytes.
Now, here's a funny thing he could do. He could go sacrifice Lamb on his sniper Big Mech and try and gun Swarmlord turn 1.
Is that Swarmlord the bottom of the screen?
Yeah,
The bottom left? The little...
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. I think that's a tight play, especially if you don't have the souped up version of the gun. But
For 84 points, it'll almost be worth it. And honestly,
The
shock attacks
60
aren't
the
great
60
against.
range is ridiculous on those. Like,
Yeah.
who thought that was a good idea?
Yeah, look, if he can draw a line of sight, he'll be able to see him with the loot and whatever he wants as well. So I'm of the opinion Swarmlord's probably going to die, but he could guarantee it by dropping one of those, making sure the big mechs can get there. And also see where the bottom right hand side is not being used at all. We're around about below where objective 2 is. If you were to drop a big mech there and just try and distract that unit of 20 stealers to having to go and kill him by your side 7, that's a big deal.
Can you guys remind me, do you roll the strength or the number of shots first? Or, sorry, do you roll the strength or pick the target first with the shock attack gun?
Pick the target, roll the strength, roll the shots.
Okay, so that's the one danger, though. I mean, he's only got it's toughness 7 on the Swarmlord.
Swarmlord's toughness 7. I think he's
So he's got a 50% chance of having a high strength. If he rolls like a less than a 7, that's basically wasted. He's not gonna do much shit when he on 5.
Very true. He's probably better off just
sitting back. 4+ involved, so I think the Swarmlord can tank it unless he rolls like a high strength, and then he's in trouble.
Well, he can also be he's also definitely with his looters. You see what the looters are? The Swarmlord? Absolutely, he can see there. Yeah. So maybe we don't bother. You just double shoot the looters. See if he makes it through that. Because losing the double move on the Kraken. Did
Liam play the same army at CanCon? I remember watching a similar style list.
He did. He played pretty much this exact same list.
He gets around, I guess. Or
Oz Masters.
CanCon close to where this is?
A lot closer than... It's about halfway between where I am and where... So it's about 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours drive from here. Maybe a bit more. Maybe I'm overestimating it.
So I think right now he's shooting the looters into one of the units of Gene Stealers.
Yeah, look, if he's shooting twice, he could decimate both units per turn 1.
Yeah, because I think that's his roll to see how many shots he's got.
Yep.
That's my guess, because he just rolled a ton of dice, then nothing happened, so I assume that was the grot.
Yeah, and they just had a bit of discourse, so maybe he's vecting the... I'm just going to actually jump out into the chat where we hear him.
I really hope Dark Eldar Vec gets the one use only in this FAQ.
I would love it, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think it'll stick to just 1 million, but at 4 CP every time.
So his opponent just asked him to lay out to his strategy and lay on the looters, and I think that was because he wanted to know and figure out what, if anything, he's going to try and vect. And I think he's settled on he's probably going to vect the double shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So Liam,
do you think that's a smart move, but burning the Vex so early?
If you like having Gene Stealers, it probably is. If Gene Stealers, which probably looks like they are, but I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure what the right call is there. What do you think, man?
I don't know. I feel like this early in the game, like he's going to lose the Steelers anyways. So I think there's maybe a critical point later in the game, and we can come back to this moment that he's going to really wish he had that Vex.
Yeah,
I think it's really just going to depend on how successful this first set of Luda shots is.
Yeah, this first salvo.
Yeah, I mean, if you roll the 3 for shots, you definitely double shoot them.
So here's the extra shots. He's already rerolled his ones. Mr. Matt Neville and Morrisoli, who's just joined us.
Is he playing in this? He's not playing this event?
He's in Thailand having a...
Okay. So, unfortunately, the window is very high. We're working to get it covered. But the sun, as it goes over, this should be the only game that's affected, unfortunately.
You should be right.
That's fine.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all good.
I would say there was a good 20, 25 wins there.
Well, if you guys need to know, I can tell you what's there.
No, it's all good. It looks like he's lost about 9. He's lost 9. Gene steals from the first volley. I think he's gotten off well there. I would have thought he was going to lose more.
Yeah, considering usually one squad will pick up like 15 plague bearers in a round. Yeah. Losing only 9 sealers is pretty good.
Six. I think that was just the. So I'm just gonna go check and have a listen into Liam.
Yeah, I'm not sure I put him up there either, George. He should have just hit them. He should have just null deployed with those Steelers and just played them for turn 2 or round them up.
So that was the end of his turn. He I think he vectored his double shoot, and Liam just ended his turn.
So,
So that means that the big mechs didn't shoot, unless we missed it.
Well, he was rolling a ton of dice early, and nothing really happened. So it could have been the
shitty
could have also been
or shitty mana shots. Because while the ceiling on the shock attack gun is immense, the damage range it can do is one of the biggest in the game. It just so happens.
It's 100% a lottery, right? So.
Yeah. It just so happens that it's at its top optimum everything. It's fucking absurd. That's the only way to say it.
Yeah, George, I think you're right. I think he's gonna have to just fly up and kill as many grots as he can, and hope that he can then just wave in the acolytes turn 2 and 3.
Yeah. So look.
if he doesn't clear those grots, this game's over.
Yeah, it's not even a game, guys. It's just Liam picking up everyone's.
I mean,
and it sucks because throwing Gene Stealers at grots feels like the biggest waste.
Yeah. But to my mind, I think he runs the 16-man. So he's got 11 left. A Kraken Steelers can attack twice, yeah?
Yeah, you can.
He's got 15 CP. I think you completely hide for another turn, and you just shoot one out this turn, and then next one out next turn. 8 probably 3 units of grots. Make Liam readjust. Hope he makes a mistake. Rinse, repeat, and then plan for a turn 3 alpha with all your GSC.
And he has a hand flamer bomb.
He does. Yep.
He does. Yeah.
So that's 20 acolytes with hand flamers.
That's right.
So that could
even then they're only going to kill 20 grots. At most they're going to get in range of 2 units of grots. 3 if he's really lucky. Just feels bad. It's just all sorts of bad.
The sags are pretty gross there, Matt. Was it Scary was saying he played a game again and one went off and killed 5 or 6 of his Talos in a round of shooting or something dumb.
God damn.
Yeah, they go off. If you roll that 11, it's just outrageous.
It's like everybody has this one or two shock attack gun horror stories. It's like the urban legends. Oh man, I heard this one time a shock attack gun rolled a 12 and killed a Castellan through a 3+ invuln.
Yeah, it's like the mental onslaught stories we keep hearing.
Yeah. So Ynnari. Ha! I know. Fuck him. Enjoy it. People at Briscon.
I don't think anyone's losing any sleep.
No, man. They had a good run.
I'm actually excited. I really hope they're sneaky good. I want them to have something that's no, everyone's going to be like, this is bullshit, and then I'm going to buy all of the Ynnari.
It would be hilarious if people are kind of dancing over the corpse, and then they release the stratagem of the psychic powers, and they end up being more broken than before.
Don't know. Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, except anybody that's been seeing them has been like, don't do it. Don't. So I don't know. Who knows? But I mean, they also could have missed it.
It would be pretty funny.
I'm crossed fingers, George, that Doom is changed with the FAQ. That's my wish.
Yeah, same. If they catch Doom,
if they can make Doom Craft World only, that would be a dream of mine.
Lukey, baby.
Oh, how are we? Sorry, where I've thought of an idea. We're getting an umbrella and hooking it in the window. That's the best we got. Because it's like 3 meters high, so no one can reach it.
These things happen, brother.
It's all good.
You can't foresee beforehand.
It's really fine. We're just missing out on grots. We're not missing out on anything.
I looked at Liam, and he wasn't. I don't think he's very happy with how the first turn went, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I feel like he should have done a lot more damage with his whole army.
Yeah, but I think it's important not to write yourself off in the first turns of the game, though. So.
Oh God, no! God, no!
No, of course not.
As long as
this is a 6-turn game, and Liam doesn't need to rush. He can wait till this is going to be a game that's going to be won in turn 3, 4, 5. So
Yeah.
Turns 1 and 2 is really just about positioning and doing a little bit of softening up the Tyranids a bit. Because until all that Gene Stealer stuff comes down, and we start kind of figuring out who's getting Maelstrom and who has to push, I think this is going to be an interesting game still.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Liam, I don't know, might be a little bit high-strung being on stream, knowing people are taking bets on how well he does.
Yeah. No, he was pretty excited from the outset. I think he said to me it's not a good matchup for him, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, board control wise and Maelstrom, kill points wise is a bad matchup as well, because he's got 9 units who can just give kill points up, and in this matchup he has to give them up if he wants to win it.
All right, we've got the famous umbrella. We're gonna set it up and see how it goes. All right, I'll be back.
Fuck yeah, man!
Sounds good.
A little bit of Aussie ingenuity.
He's got an umbrella. Is that what he said?
Yeah, he's gonna put an umbrella over the light.
What a genius!
The burn sunblocker.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it is. Oh, that's phenomenal.
There's also the thing where sometimes Gene Stealer cults just lose because they fail a charge, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, if you fail that, sometimes you just fail that 7-inch charge. Wow.
That's what happened to Alex McDougall West Coast last weekend. He's like one of the top Gene Stealer Nid players. He failed like 3 5-inch charges and lost to like the guy that I played in the final.
Mm.
Oh wow.
He's a phenomenal. He's a great bloke as well, Alex.
Yeah.
Lovely dude.
I had my first game against Gene Stealer cults 2 weeks ago, and that's exactly what happened to my opponent. And he was not happy. He failed 2 5-inch charges right in front of my conscript line. I was going to hope survived that first assault, and it was over.
That was it. Over. Yeah. If you just
they can't take a punch. So if they get charged, it's GG.
Well, you're popping up guardsmen in front of everyone's rapid fire gun lines and being like, hey. Yeah. But mind you, if they make it, holy crap. Hitting on 2s, winning on 2, -4, flat 2 damage. They're just they want.
It's super garbage when they hit you, but
I just find it, I still am so amused that these little guardsmen dudes wielding these rock swords are just better in combat than. So it's very, very amusing to me as a guard player.
Well, I always think it's funny that the best melee weapon in the game is a sledgehammer, a construction tool held by a mutant, like the power sledgehammer.
Yeah.
It's basically a power fist that's 3 to 6 damage with no -1.
Yeah, that's so good.
It's like, how does he have literally the best melee weapon in the game?
No one else has realized this. Like no one else in the pyramid has been like, "Hey, that actually shit pretty good."
Hey, let's all these sledgehammers over here.
Yeah, all these AdMech guys are like, I don't know.
We're gonna use our 10,000-year-old tech instead.
Yeah.
Instead of just a big rock tied to a stick.
Pretty much.
Or he's got a stop sign, and it's literally the best weapon.
Freaking stop sign. I love that.
That's perfect 40k though. Just like the most ass backwards shit when it comes to technology.
Yeah. The whole thing is freaking. Just had an update. So I've got Eric Lathuris messaging me on Messenger, giving me updates of his game against the Inari. He said his opponent went first and killed one of his Land Raiders, and then in return he killed 7 of his 9 Dark Reapers. I think you take that trade if you're Eric.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So how did that happen? Did he not fire and fade? Was it just bad terrain? Well,
apparently.
I suppose
he said it was a bad terrain table, but
plus
I would assume he would gate over and do whatever he has to do to get him.
But you can also just ignore terrain, right?
Yeah. Astral
yeah, that's us.
Behind walls.
Yeah, and it ignores cover. There's no point. You're just wasting 2 CP, actually.
Yeah. I forgot because Grey Knights are so bad.
Yeah. It's just so amused.
I play against a guy up here who plays Grey Knights like all the time, and I still forget.
Yeah.
You know, I've actually played Grey Knights a few times, even with my Chaos list, and like they're surprisingly shooty. Like they're expensive, but they put out a lot of damage. They can put out a lot of damage in turn.
Yeah, Beta Bolter rule, I think, was more of a help to them than any other army, easily. Just because they all pack Stormbolters.
Look at the glare. Look at that. Perfect.
Luke, you magician. That's just how we do it, guys. We see a problem, we find a half-assed, half-baked solution. Seat of our pants stuff. That's how we get through life. George just pointed out Deathwatch Stormbolters. Deathwatch were already good before the Beta Bolter rule, is what I'll point out.
I heard a rumor they might be losing Beta Bolter rules with special ammunition, but don't quote me on that.
Or what? Sorry, what you said? They might be losing one or the other.
No, like
they'll
use
lose
Beta Bolter rules
Beta
with
Bolter.
special ammunition.
Okay, yeah.
Which I actually don't think is unfair, because I think it's actually disgusting right now.
Yeah, it is, man. Yeah. Usually 36 shots, either winning on 2s or -1 with better range.
Yeah, George, it doesn't have to make sense though. I mean, look at aggressors. All weapons with with bolt in them have special issue ammunition, except aggressors because it would be too strong. And of course, the Imperium doesn't want anything to be too strong, right?
Yeah.
And technically, Custodes, who are the strongest Marines in the galaxy, are not Astartes, so they don't get Beta Bolter either.
Yeah, they're the best at everything except at shooting guns.
Hey, how's that, mate?
Good.
That's amazing.
I mean, wait, check your Facebook, Adam. Check the photo I sent you. Oh, it's pathetic.
No, dude, there's no such thing. So you completed the task. Your quest is over. There's a dude.
Whew. There's an umbrella in the window, like through the window.
That's amazing.
That's phenomenal.
Why do you guys have umbrellas though? It doesn't even rain in Australia.
It's so you don't die, dude. It's
yeah.
to prevent skin cancer.
UV rays.
Is it a sun umbrella? Not a rain umbrella?
It's a big one. It's a big boy.
Yeah, our umbrellas don't stop. Yeah, don't stop the rain. They stop the sun. Holy shit, that's hilarious. They've speared an umbrella through the window.
Yep. Like the handle.
Incredible.
The handle is through the window.
It's speared through the window.
So it looks like the Gene Stealer cults are into that front line of Grots.
It's so good.
Yeah, it looks like.
Well done.
I think you got to do that. You got to start cleaning those screens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Now it's just whether he was able to multi-charge
It's-
so that he can fight twice.
How many Goths do you think he's going to get? Does it look like he's got 2 units or he's just got 1?
no, he's tagged two units in combat.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Probably tagged 2.
There's some under the building that he's pointing at as well. I'll see if I got the highlighting right. You ready? Where is it? There's some under this building here, and they're tagging all the Gots back here. If that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
I mean, he should if he plays right, he should have been able to get like even 3 or 4 units, because if he could have gotten within 12 or 4 units, charged the first 2, those Steelers will clear them all, and then overran, fought again, cleared another 2 units.
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah, they have a 6-inch overrun, right? So.
Yeah. Do we think?
Well, even that's a stratagem, right? They can make a whole full move.
Yeah.
Whatever they crack.
Oh yeah, that's right. Even better.
Yep.
Yeah, it's essentially another 20 inches.
Do you think that Liam's Mega Knobs can handle all the Gene Stealers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
they can handle
Yeah.
the Gene Stealers. It's going to be the second wave that's going to be the problem.
It's the
Yeah.
rock swords they can't. Rock swords are pretty bad. They'll go in, hit on 2s, hit on 2s. You won't get a save. Also, no, he'll get a 6-up. Yeah, he'll get a 6-up save.
Yeah.
But every 2 that goes through is a dead Mega
And
Knob.
yeah, they're 3 damage, aren't they? Or
No, 2 damage.
2 damage? Okay.
It's not too bad, but he's got 8 guys, and that would.
Yeah, I think they're winning on 2s.
Yeah, and they're winning on 2s, and then it's up. So he kills like 6 to 10, almost wipes them, or with fully buffed. That's if he doesn't get Patriarchs in there, getting the extra units in there.
See, if the Steelers can clear all the Grots and the Rocksaws can clear the Megnobs, that's the game.
That's the game, yeah.
The umbrella. Yeah.
He's showing off his handiwork, guys.
Everybody's very impressed with it.
Doesn't take much to impress us. We're simple people.
Here we go. So he's cleared the Grots. It looks like he's going to wrap Liam's other Grot unit.
Yeah, that doesn't mean much because he doesn't really care, does he? Because the Mega Knob just walked out punching there.
I think Liam's saying he's already based him, so he can't move again.
Oh, okay,
But
yeah.
they playing intent, so Liam's letting him do it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Lamb.
Good on you. That's why he's now part of the normal blokes. No, I'm kidding. Liam's always been a good guy.
So he wasn't able to do enough attacks to kill all those Grots?
No, he
he
did.
didn't.
He just didn't hit on the other unit.
He didn't declare it
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
because he wanted a wrap.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
See, I would have just tried to take out 4 units there and let those Steelers die, because they're going to die anyways to the
Yeah.
Megnobs.
That's my thoughts as well.
I don't-
Kill them all
yeah,
down.
I
There's
don't-
no point
it's not a big deal that he's negating them getting shot, because I think he probably would have shot the looters at other stuff anyway, and then the Meganobs would have cleaned them up.
Yeah, so the Meganobs have 40 shots against 16.
Yeah.
So they'll probably get them anyway.
Yeah.
JB Painting has just joined in. That's Jared Brehort. He is a member of Down Network. Hello, dude. How you doing? You painting anything? Storm down.
So
Saunzy's just joined us as well. All the Aussies are coming out of the woodwork.
it's pretty intense. I want to get the scores, but I'm a little bit scared.
Wait till the end of the turn.
Yeah.
It should be great. Actually. Well, just make them update it. Make them do it properly. Liam's a bit of a
Just scoring cards.
stickler. Bit of a stickler. We'll probably do it first. Sorry, I'm actually just building an ethereal.
So Liam's Grotz just fell morale, and now his Gene Stealers are out in the open. Liam took the dudes, so they're not wrapped anymore. He can shoot them.
Easy done.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that was a mistake to just try to wrap the Grotz.
To
Yeah.
even bother trying to wrap.
He said
He
was
also did
sorry, you go.
jumping out. He can also do jumping out. There's so many ways for him to get out of that. I don't think it was worth it. He just needed.
He
He needed to really go ham.
I think he should have double moved them up as close as possible, charged as many units as possible, and then spot and killed as many units as possible.
Yeah.
Blendered, yeah.
I would have hit the looters. That would have been the main thing. Because they're going to die anyway, so he may as well have killed something of value. Now it was funny.
I don't think he would have been in range to declare him as a charge.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. He said, "Wait, how'd they fail leadership?" And Liam's like, "They're only leadership like 4, man."
4, dude. Yeah, and they don't get mob rules, so that, they.
Yeah. I think he said he killed 2, and Liam rolled a 6, so he lost 2 guys.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Which is pretty lucky when you think about it that way.
Yeah,
but
it is.
yeah.
Very lucky.
You should have seen the grin on Liam's face. He was pretty happy about it.
But that's a risk that he should have accounted for.
Yeah.
If he doesn't want those Grots to go, you're only getting killed 2, then just don't even bother attacking them.
Yeah,
exactly right, man.
Yeah.
If you can't absolutely poleaxe them.
Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder why he even decided to hit any on them if he was going to wrap them, But
yeah, exactly right.
It's funny though. There's never a better get out of jail free card than that. I don't think.
The morale, no, that's pretty tough.
So
yell at him, Luke. Make him update the freaking.
oh yeah. Oh, all right. I'll harass them. Doing TO duties. Go back.
Thanks, brother. So what's his objective this turn, guys? He needs to maintain the green for at least another 2 turns. But he's actually getting pushed back by where he's put the Gene Stealers. In that score, he's actually done pretty well. Because the Gene Stealers, where they are stopping him from zoning out far enough. Because if he drops 3 inches away with the Acolyte Bomb next turn with the Flamers, he can kill all those Grots. And then turn 3, he's got nothing. Because if he just puts the Acolyte Flamers where those Gene Stealers are now, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see at least 4 Grot units he can just pick up. You guys still?
Yeah, I would almost maybe use those Steelers to slingshot one of those Grot units up, and then get the Meganobs and then to clear them so that you can kind of reestablish your screen.
Well, I think you almost have to offer up a unit of Meganobs this turn. You almost want to. You want to bait him into maybe dropping a turn 2.
I'd consider the Tank Busters.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Because
throw those in front.
They have no function here. They have no anti, but they punch just as well as regular boys. No, that's spot on, dude.
Yeah, I think he blows away all these Gene Stealers because there's too much shooting in front of him. And then I would try to layer so that you've got your Grots and then the Tank Busters behind them, so that's your like sacrificial lamb for the Roxas.
Yeah. Oh, looks like he's just jumped his looters. He's jumped them because they move way more than a 6-inch, unless he's got a 6 for an advance. Yeah, they're right in his top right hand corner, which means his movement phase is over, which actually is a little bit concerning. Because I'm not sure he's done enough now, because that top left hand side, is clear. He can put the flamers there and then get a charge off. See his 3 shock attack guns. They're all 3 are right next to each other. He could legitimately put the firstly the Kelemorph.
The Kelemorph, yeah.
To try and he could pick up 2 of those shock attack guns easily.
The Kelemorph's so hard to screen out against. You gotta be. It's such a small base. You leave the smallest gap, it's getting in there.
Yeah, exactly right. And then also the Flamer Bomb can go.
Does he have a Sanctus as well?
No Sanctus. Kelemorph, Clamorous, 2 Icon Lords, 2 Patriarchs. Looks like
I think the Sanctus is underrated.
Yeah, I do as well.
I agree.
I rate him.
I don't see them in a lot of lists, but I mean, it's terrifying.
Yeah, me too, dude.
So against an Orc Psyker, that's what's an automatically dead Orc Psyker with the perils.
Because they've only got 4 wounds, don't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I got scores from Kemble, but I wasn't able to get Liam's because they started the battle round very quickly. So I'll grab Liam's after his turn's done.
Under pressure.
He's in the zone. I better not bother him.
Nah, bother him, dude. That's alright.
Nah,
not out of place.
He's already red enough in the face, so I think I'll leave him alone.
Yeah. He's Vegeta hairline.
Yeah. He's gone Super Saiyan, boys.
Yeah. I hear Endgame's fucking baller, Jim. I haven't seen it yet.
I saw it last night.
Yeah, out of 10, what do you give it?
I'd say like an 8.5.
Nice. That's pretty good.
It was good. It was good. I really enjoyed it. Definitely had a few slow parts, but overall, highly recommend. I gotta probably watch it again because it's such a spectacle that I literally sat there with my hand over my mouth for like the last hour and a half on the edge of my seat, just like.
No, there won't be any spoilers.
And Snape kills Dumbledore in the movie, so.
What?
Yeah, I heard. And Vader is Luke's father. What the?
Yeah.
And why didn't the Eagles just drop the ring?
I don't know.
Drop Thanos into the net.
Goddamn Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles just letting everybody down again.
They could have taken the Infinity Gauntlet.
It's true. They could have just moved it.
Why didn't Ant-Man just go up his butt and turn into a big guy? You know?
Oh, I've seen that man too many times, hey.
Looks like we've got about 5 or 6 G-Seals left. That unit of 16.
Yeah, there's a few under the building. That's about it.
So yeah, it looks like what I said he was going to do. He only uses 1 turn, completely hot another unit, and then slots another one in the next turn. And he's going to be betting on probably a turn 3. Probably the
yeah. I think for Liam, he just needs to hold on until turn 3, and then try to push turn 4, 5, and 6 because. If he plays too aggressive here, he's gonna get caught with Deep Striker.
He's gonna get overwhelmed. So then we've got another 2 or 3 Genestealers just got picked up. So next turn, I think he probably just, and that should account for all the grots to the left. And then Liam's in a very hard position. What does he use the screen? He probably uses the tank busters, and he might have to use them. But here's an interesting thing he can do. Mob up the Mega Knobs, because the Mega Knobs can easily take 1 hit from source, and then he interrupts and wipes everything else that was in that combat. I always think that's a really good thing that Mega Knobs can do that a lot of other units can't.
What's that?
So Mega Knobs, when you mob up to a unit of 20 Mega Knobs, you can take a hit from just about any unit in the game, interrupt, and then have enough punch to kill anything else. So if he and retain enough efficacy that you can clear anything. So if he charges 2 units of Acolytes into your Mega Knobs, one of them gets to attack, interrupts, and he kills the other one. He only loses like 6 Mega Knobs.
The 3 wounds, that breakpoint against the 2 damage weapons is actually really good.
Massive good. And also, if he just decides to put in things like, he'll lose them all.
And he's already blown his Vect, so he won't be able to stop it.
He won't be able to stop the interrupt.
And they can fight twice, right?
Yeah, and the Mega Knobs can fight twice. That's exactly right. So there's a thing. On those terms, I think you have to. But yeah, look, I think this game is just getting good.
Yep, the Liam's just declared looters. 7 are shooting at the Calamorphs down the bottom, near Kemble.
The
Neophytes. If I can draw.
Yeah, like, there's a whole unit of
What is happening?
There's a unit of Calamorphs? What codex have I been smoking?
It's a new one. So just down there where that mark is.
It's a new codex.
Codex Kellenmore.
Codex Old West.
It's been a long morning, alright?
Yeah. And we're taking
This guy, Val Heffelfinger, tried not to get in the chat with us. Fuck. Well, pardon my language.
Yeah, no,
What a cunt.
Yeah, you say it right. You sound like an Australian. Fuck that guy.
Oh, what's this?
I love it. The corruption is spreading.
In the dark, barely awake. Linkin Park song.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, I need to...
You need somebody? Help? Almost anybody? Help. I just love how it's the see you next Tuesday thing, but none of it's actually... It's not a C, it's not a U, it's an S and a Y. It makes it so much better. Anybody still there? Lee, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you. I just got my mic on mute.
Everything goes quiet sometimes. I get lonely.
So I'm just playing with audio. I got a message saying it might have been too quiet. I apologise.
That's not good. We still have 19 viewers. No one else has bailed.
Val, everything is fine so far. And just a recap. Orcs had turn 1. They shot a lot of things, and Gene Stealers killed about 9. The 2 Gene Stealer units pushed up, hit 2 units of Grots, killed 1 unit, tried to wrap the other. The other failed morale and left. So the Gene Stealers were wide out in the open and got blown away by everything in front of them. And now Liam's just shooting at some other stuff. There's still 3 units of Acolytes in reserve to come out, as well as a Kellermorph and some other characters. So Liam's not out of the woods by any means, but it looks a lot better than it initially did, just because of the kind of Gene Stealer cult misplay there at the beginning.
Well, I can pretty much have a nap because Pete's got this wrapped up. That was really well done. Pete from Down Under Network just smashed it out of the park there, for those who are just trying to catch up. I just have a message from Diffie. Adam just needs to speak up. Okay, I'll just put my mic in front of him.
Yeah.
Easy done. Because I'm using a Yeti because I've been doing it a hobby.
Ah.
Yeah. Alright. Hopefully that's better for the people.
I'm wondering where Jordan is with my Nando's. I'm supposed to have Nando's lunch, but I'm still waiting.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a... Wow.
He had one job. One job.
That's untenable. So all the Gene Stealers have been picked up. Looks like so those neophytes in the bottom right. There's looks like 4 left out of the starting 10.
Yep. So the Gene Stealers picked up. The neophytes, yes, have 4 left. You're right. Yeah. Liam's shock attack gun has just killed 2 rippers.
Yep, so the Ripper Swarms are in the back, left, in the bottom left. There, that, yep, there's two bases still there. Looks like Swarmlord's moved up. He has to be within double moving distance of that unit next turn, so he's moved up behind that ruin. But apart from that, it looks pretty static. The looters are now in the top right-hand corner, rather.
Yes, they jumped out of the way. I think Liam just wanted to be careful he didn't get touched from combat.
Well, I think the problem is there now. See where the shock attack are? They're sitting, all 3 of them, next to each other. That piece, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the Calamorph can pop up and can easily kill 2 of those.
The problem is, I've talked with Liam about this before, and I played several games against him, and In some matchups, it's good to bunch them together, but in others, it's not, because especially on a table like this, like there's so much line of sight terrain. In fact, this turn, Liam went to shoot, declared a target, rolled, and then got called for line of sight. And then they checked line of sight because of the hill, the small hill that's in front of them. They actually can't see anything. So, that's
Really?
yeah. So his 3 shock attack guns have shot nothing this turn.
Oh, that's good.
That's horrific.
It's big. So I always say to him, like, in some matchups you got to spread them out and get different angles so they can't just hide from one area.
I think that's the wrong thing to be doing. We just had somebody join us in chat. Diffy's just joined us. How you doing, brother?
Dickie LaRue.
Wait, is... Yep,
Oh, hi.
How you doing? Aren't you at a wedding, Diff?
I'm sitting in the car park. The wedding is long story short, wedding starts in like an hour.
Oh, nice. Boys.
Better things to be doing than celebrating other people's love.
Well,
It's celebrating everyone's love of Warhammer.
exactly. Well, so far I'm sitting in the car park with iPad, checking out Luke's purty face.
Did you see the photo of the umbrella, Diff?
I haven't seen the umbrella photo. I've seen the
God.
brilliant work in said umbrella. Miss it.
It's it's I don't know what to say.
Oh, that is genius.
Luke got his Nando's, by the way, guys.
Good.
Yeah, so everyone,
Thank the Lord. Oh my.
Cafe.
it's okay. The
Jesus,
the event can go on.
Oh, time to eat, huh? I got some
Yeah,
Nando's.
Dude, take a chop out. Eat when you can, man. Being a TO, just literally eat when you can.
Actually, it's been pretty easy. I had some questions. I was asked if an Imperial Knight could stand on top of an objective marker, and I said yes. Yep, that's one. There was another one. Can you cast a psychic power without having a target? And I said yes.
Just so Eldrad and shit can get the +1.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
What? That's a good question.
Uh-oh.
We'll talk about it later.
Uh-oh.
We'll talk about it later. No one say anything.
We don't have to argue, but I believe the ruling is you can, because there's no target necessary.
I know for a fact they're ruling.
Yeah, because you cast a spell, then you select the target, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I even
So you
had
just
to-
cast it and then, oops.
I checked the rulebook. I didn't go in blind, alright?
Good for you.
Nah, but I play Eldrad. I do the same thing all the time.
Pointy-eared scum.
Yeah, knife-eared git.
Hey. I might just close the stream down now.
Do you think we will get the FAQ in April, or will we have to wait till May? Well, I mean, technically it's the spring FAQ. It could be in June for all we know.
They
I guess it's
GW
committed to
to
the day
April.
before.
Maybe
have
GW
committed
uses
April.
the... GW might use the Julian calendar, not a Gregorian one, which means it's still only like April 11th, so they've got lots of time.
There is no FAQ, guys. It's a myth, it's a legend. Just like the Pyro War.
It's fairy dust. It does not exist. If anybody gets that meme, but whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like we've got some ambush in the
Yeah,
road.
here they
So
come.
no ambush yet. Sorry, it's just a Gene stick with their cracking advance.
Oh, the other unit? What's left
Yeah.
of them?
Yep. There should be 11, there should be 11 of them left. Between the hand flamers and them, they should be able to pick up the, 10, 20, 30. Looks like 40 units of gross left. Oh, sorry, no, 50. Minimum 50 gross left on the table.
There's probably... Well, I don't know what he shot out. They're probably closer to 60, given
I was about to say, I
the
can't see
failure
more,
of the...
Yeah, I can't see more than 50, but he's only killed a max of... So there's got to be some ruin somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, his neophytes might have shot a couple off the board for all we know. Not this one off to the far left, but one of the other units, so...
Yeah, it's true.
How are we thinking? Because from my perspective, there's not much left of the Tyranids. I mean, they've got the Deep Strike squad, but both Gene Stealer squads...
Well,
Those deep strike squads are devastating if they hit right. That's the only thing.
The only thing I'm
They-
concerned at is that they're not going to hit anything important because the Gene Stealers didn't do enough that first turn.
So the Grots need... There can be no Grots left
Exactly.
between him and the Meganobs at the end of it.
Yep,
If
that's
he's
what it
going to
is.
win this game.
And
They all need to go.
there's too many. There's so many.
Yeah.
And he's only got
I
small
think-
shooting as well.
I honestly think if the GSC went first, though, this is a really, really bad game for Liam. If he doesn't have the opportunity to cut one, even just one of those units, Gene's still down, and he put that 20-man in instead of the 16-man. Yeah, probably a different game.
Yep.
Yeah, the other thing too is I feel like the Gene Sears going first, they have to drop the Deep Strikers first. So
That's true. That's true.
That's
But then it has to take one turn of shooting before turn 2, rather than the 2 turns he's taken so far.
Looks like the GSC players just deployed the water bottle.
Oh, no,
Yeah, he's deployed the water bottle. What
Be
toughness do you
careful
think
of that.
I'm
Are there any
watching-
hammerheads on the board?
Liam's straight
Yeah,
on it. Liam is straight on it.
What toughness do you think that water bottle is? Oh, yeah, he's moved it. So it's redeployed.
It's got a special power. It lets you move again.
Yeah.
Gives you for the greater good on your hammerheads.
It does.
Wow.
Never forget.
The one benefit of that
impressive.
scenario was that no other tower player will ever make that mistake.
It's
Or
true.
ever- or ever be able to get
everyone
away
that
with.
doesn't play Tau knows that they
Yeah.
hammerheads don't have greater good now.
Yep.
Funnily enough, freaking Long Strike still has it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where
Which is fine.
used.
The
Long
best
Strike
of
has
them.
Long Strike. The character has for the greater good.
Just regular podunk tanks don't.
Yeah. Actually, let me double check that. Maybe it's Long Strike has savior protocols.
Nope, he definitely doesn't. 'cause
No, he
I've
has greater
definitely-
good. I've definitely been overwatched by him when
Yeah,
targeting his.
I was pretty sure he has one of the other. I'll bet it's for the greater good. Just calling it out.
Yeah, I wish he had savior protocols. I'd actually use him.
Yeah, he'd be good. He'd be actually legitimately good. Hackett's freaking Dark Strider. That's crazy. Yeah, he does it for the greater good.
Yeah, I gave away most of my Tau after 8th.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
I sold about $1,100 in Eldar 3 weeks ago, brand new in boxes, Yunari stuff, and I'm really glad I did.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect timing, because Yunari is hot garbage.
well, Jury's still out until we see the war. But at the moment,
No, I hear from very, very, very good sources that they are hot garbage. They are dead. They're dead.
I've heard it. I've heard that a lot. Well, hopefully they're at least marginally decent.
let him die.
Hopefully they're not Grey Knights.
Here are the hand flamers.
Yeah. Is he's doing a 3-inch deploy by the looks of
Yeah,
things?
he's doing a 3-inch deploy. He's down to 8 CP left, so he spent 7 somewhere.
Well, GSC can spend a ton, and he's not even using the biker bomb, which can use like 9.
Yeah, 9 in a turn if they want to do the move away as well.
They can't do the move away, but they can do the
Oh, really?
3-inch. Yeah, because you can't move after deep strike, and that
Of
stratagem
course.
doesn't
Yeah,
let
of
you
course,
stop.
of course. It's the-
But you can do like the 3-inch and then toss all your grenades, and then what's the other? Like there's like 4 stratagems they can pull the chain together anyway without the move again.
See,
And,
this is see where he's putting the flamers.
Yeah.
I thought that would be the right way to go, just because you've already got all the Kraken taking care of the right hand side of all the grots.
Yeah.
So why not use the flamers to take care of all that stuff? Looks like he's got a unit. He has got a unit inside that ruin. He's going to be putting some guys in there to try and pick up. Luke, when you get a chance, give us a time. When you get a chance, mate, give us a time.
Oh,
count. Let
chucking
us
them
know-
up the top instead.
Let us know what the clock is.
It's 1:45, and we started at 12:15. So it's been going for an hour and a half.
No, I mean, what's the time left on their clocks?
Oh, on the clock, sorry.
On the
Well,
chess
there you
clocks.
go. All right, one sec.
Yeah, George, I think that's the proper play here. Is use these flamers and gene stealers to wipe out the rest of the grots, and then get a killer morph in. He won't be able to use the killer morph this turn, but because he's using the 3-inch on the hand flamers.
So clock. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, go to town, man. This is more important.
It's 48 for Kemble and 40 for Liam.
Okay, that's not too bad.
What a bunch of slackers.
Well, so he's got 48 on his. Kemble's got 48 on his clock.
Yep.
And this is his turn 2, and he's doing all his deployments. He's actually in trouble. Just putting it out there. This is his turn. This is only his turn 2, and he's got his 2 biggest phases to come. This movement phase and the next one.
I put to you though that this list, by the end of turn 3, he's won it or he's lost it.
No, 100%.
Yeah, and I agree. I think that's the thing. Depending on how this and then the following set of charges go in next turn with the Roxas, like the game is going to be much faster because they're either all going to be dead or all of the orcs are going to be dead.
I'm going to grab scores off Liam and Kemble right now, so I'll be back.
I might just take a quick bathroom break, seeing as Diffy's here. Lead the charge first for 2 minutes, Diffy.
I'll see what I can do. So also worth throwing out a quick couple of shout outs while we're at it. Big thanks to the sponsors for Briscon. You can see their pretty images up there on the stream. I don't know all of them. Luke can finish off some of them, but Knights of Dice, they do some pretty awesome terrain and laser cut terrain and laser cut foam. So they've got some plug foam stuff, but most of their really cool shit is when you start sending pictures of your models and they'll laser cut the foam specifically for your army, which is pretty cool and unique. And OTP Terrain, who do 3D printing terrain out of WA, and their stuff is really on point. You can check out those magnificent Down Under Network objectives on the stream. Makes it a shitload easier to work out who's within 3 inches or not. I mean, prime example, objective number 2 there, kind of the bottom right-hand corner. You can see those Gene Stealers are clearly on that objective. There's no question about, do you reckon they're within 3 inches of the center? Nah, they're touching that objective. We know they're on it. You can get them through the Facebook page for $40, or they're cheaper for our patrons. That's probably all the spruiking I'm going to do, because...
Nice.
That was a really quick toilet break. Or are you still on the toilet?
No, it was a quick toilet break. I just had an update from Eric, who's still messaging me at the end of his turns. So his paladins are at full strength, and he still has character, exception, and both his land raiders are dead. So he's lost his Grandmaster, he's lost his land raiders. But in exchange, he's taken all the Reapers off the board and killed all the Shining Spears.
That's pretty good.
And he's still got 10 pallies.
The 10 pallies there means I think he's
I think that's a good trade.
Because the Eldar won't have much to deal with those 10 paladins.
They can't kill the paladins.
No, that's all the punch.
Spears, man. Yeah.
Yep. And if I'm correct in thinking, they actually did do... I think they killed like 3 pallies in like the first turn. But the Apothecary is just really paying back.
Yeah.
We were saying this in the first game. If you're committing to 10 paladins in a list for sweet fuck all points, you get you have to have an Apothecary, because if you just get 2 paladins back, that Apothecary paid for itself with change.
And then some with an extra like 40 points.
And not to mention a Grey Knight Apothecary is actually not shitty at all.
Absolute beast.
It's a beast.
Yeah. I had someone point out to me they get a +1 attack banner, yeah, for you can give to Apothecary. Or is it just for Terminators?
The Paladin Ancient and I think the Terminator Ancient can get a +1 attack banner, yeah.
Yep, that's correct on the Ancient.
You have 3 Apothecaries with Thunder Hammers with they 3 or 4 attacks, and then all of a sudden they go up to 4 or 5 attacks each, hitting on 2s, and with one of them getting to attack twice, you just kill anything. Yeah,
Mitch Pelham has talked that combo up a couple times.
Yeah. Me and Mitch talk like most days, and he put me onto that. Dude is the maestro of like under the table plays. So the Flamers have gone down. Looks like they've picked up minimum 20 grots, possibly even 30 grots.
Yeah, so he's wiped for one squad. One squad of grots down. Yeah.
There goes another 10. Just got picked up then. The Flamers get to shoot twice when they come down, yeah? They CP, they shoot after they deploy, and then they shoot again.
Yeah, he can choose to do that, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll pick up 40 grots without breaking the stuff.
What's the range of those Flamers?
8 inch? So they just regular range Flamers?
The hand Flamers, are they less, or are they still 8?
I'll pull it up for you right now, man.
Hand Flamers are still 8, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that they're still 8, but there's strength 3, not strength 4.
So do you reckon it would have been a slightly better play for there to be just the one big long unit of grots kind of screening and the others with a bit of a gap back? Because you say that they can shoot twice and then take out 2 units or 3 or however many there are, but like wouldn't the play have been from a screen perspective to minimize the amount of units you can wipe out? Like, I mean, that sounds obvious.
Yeah.
But
The previous turn, I mean, he did have like Liam had to clear out 20 Gene Stealers that were literally an inch in front of him, so he didn't really have a lot of space to move to do that. I think was the problem.
What's happening here?
Yep, I was just about to cut in there. Kemble just jumped in and did the shoot when he jumps in, and he cleared the Gretchen, and I think now the Meganobs are at a bit of a threat of getting charged.
So he immediately shoots after deploying.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he did it in the wrong order, like reverse order.
And then he can deploy further units after his stuff.
I guess so.
That's what's happening here, yeah.
I guess so. That's a hard one.
Yeah, because that's literally what's just happened. He's putting down another unit after the shot. So I'd have to assume that's the order of operations, but you wouldn't want to get that wrong.
Yeah. So he's dropped the first squad down. Yeah, and there you go. He's getting out of the 9-inch.
I can tell you right now though, the hand flamers are. So Diffie is absolutely spot on. He could have one unit.
Alright, guys, are back. Sorry.
Yeah. So with 1 unit of grots, he could have just lined those off from the Gene Stealers that were there then, and then when he came down and shot, he would have still had grots between the Meganobs in his charge now.
Yep. Now he's got open season.
Yeah. This is going to be the turn that decides the game then.
Yep. I have faith, Liam.
Liam could very well get swamped here. We'll see. Like
we'll
if
see.
He comes through, makes a few rolls a little bit better than average, Overwatch, interrupts, has enough guys left, he could seriously just punch back very quickly.
I'm right in thinking though that that Liam has not mobbed up any of those Meganobs. So he's got.
Yeah.
Does this list have the 20 or the 30?
20.
Shit. Yeah.
Shannon Griffin, you can only mob up at the start of your phase, I believe.
End of the movement.
Sorry, end of the phase. Sometime in the movement. I'm going to find the shoot upon deep strike stratagem and just where it says.
How sick would that be though if you could play that mob up strat literally any time? It's just like, you want to charge me? Mob up, motherfucker!
So
That'd be crazy.
We've got a dilemma, boys. Liam's Meganobs are on a crater, and I'm not sure Kemble is aware because of the objective marker.
Oh, -2 to charge. Okay.
So it's going to be
9. He's going to have a +2.
Is that going to be a gotcha?
Liam just came over and said, "What do you want to do?" And
it is what it is.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if they've discussed advanced terrain rules, but they are in play.
I did see them peel back the objective just before.
That's what he was checking. Yeah.
Oh, so Liam was checking he was on a crater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, it probably will end up being a bit of a gotcha then. I don't know what you do about that. I mean, it is what it is.
I would call it a gotcha, but he should know that.
Well, it's not like he's hidden it. It's not like it's still there on the table.
It's not like
it hasn't moved.
It's not like he has. But the thing is, the objective marker's on it, so you can't really see that the crater is there.
Well, just as it's. Well,
here's the thing.
The same information is available for both. Is what I'm saying. The same information is available for both players.
It wouldn't change anything. He's still going to go for this charge.
Yeah, he's not going to notch. He's not going to charge.
So, whether or not Kemble knows that he's got -2 to his charge, or he doesn't, even if he knew it, there's no way he's not going to try that charge.
Now, the thing to also understand, though, is that you only start with -2 if you move over the crater. So if there's something else you can charge first, and then pile in onto the crater, and get within it, that's legit, too.
Yep.
Then you can avoid the -2.
I don't think I can tell him that though, so I'm gonna.
No,
of course. No. God no. You can't.
Also, I don't think there's anything within range to do that with anyway.
There is a unit of grots that's close to the Gene Stealers. That the space between the Meganobs and the grots, if I can highlight it properly. Where are we? Yeah. So Kemble's declaring now. He's charging here, and the Mega Knobs. And I think he's going to try and go, hopefully, to here and pile in that way if he can.
He's got a few pluses to charge, though. Doesn't he have like +2 or 3 to charge right now?
I think he has +2. Yeah.
So
they cancel each other out, basically.
Yeah.
they will.
yeah,
But
but
still-
a 9
still
in
gonna be
charge is
9.
still a grim
Yeah.
prospect.
Anybody know what the name of the shoot twice stratagem is? Because I actually can't.
For what?
It's a perfect ambush. Using the movement phase immediately after setting up an infantry or bike unit with cult ambush on the battlefield. It can either move d6 inches, or shoot with all its ranged weapons as if it was the shooting phase.
Movement phase immediately. Yeah, immediately after you set up an infantry squad. So he's done the order of.
Yeah.
That's
And if it's a tank,
really
it's
down
for
on,
0
Wingman
CP.
Brood Brothers with even just lasguns or autoguns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
it's pretty gross.
And you can, is it Mitch, it's not Mitch, is it Colin Sherman who's using a deep strike in Tempesta Prime to give them orders when they do that? They pop up
Yes.
3 inches away and he orders them to first rank, second rank, and then they double shoot, so it's like 80 shots from 10 guys, 20 guys,
Yes.
it's 160 shots.
It's dumb.
That's absurd, yeah. I was, at the start of the edition, I was playing, of course I was playing the Fearless conscripts, yeah? The
Yep.
Fearless 120, 150, 100, 200 conscripts. Gene Steel Cock can just do that now.
Yep.
They just do this-
Technically, if you have a Deathcore or Krieg Commissar, you can
Yeah.
essentially still do it.
That's super stupid stuff there. Gosh.
Well, it's
No.
just requires an index and
Yeah,
and reading glasses, but
I'm just joking. It's just
And
no one,
read it.
no
and
one
reading
does
glasses. And reading glasses. They've deliberately printed it in a blurry format.
Yeah,
So it's literally
exactly.
with reading
it's
glasses.
very small font.
it. I still can't
It's
believe no
proper
one.
secret sauce.
I still can't believe no one does it. Like, yeah, it hasn't
Well,
gone
it's
away.
because of the argument that you have to have with like 90% of the players you play against. Like, no, they forgot
The other
this
thing
unit
is, though,
exists.
it does it. You can't buy that index anymore.
You can still buy the Forge World ones, I thought.
Yeah, you still
you
have the
get-
Forge World ones, man. It's just
Oh, sorry.
Can you
the
get
Forge
it
World-
digitally
yeah.
though?
yeah.
Can you get
No.
a digital copy?
So there's literally one index. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's one of the Xenos ones. It's the only index left that you can still download or purchase legally. Like all the Chaos indexes, for example, or whatever. Like you just can't buy them anymore.
I really hope GW, as part of the match play rules, maybe gets rid of index because I don't know. I'm a purist. I like the fact that the ETC does that. I don't like all this index nonsense, especially
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like the thing about it is if people just use it to use cool models that they have, that's one thing. But people just use it to abuse it.
Yeah,
They don't use
again.
it
Yep,
actually
it's true.
because it's like, yeah, I converted this model and I really like it. It's like, how can I use these poorly written rules to get the most I can? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean things like all right, a perfect example: orcs. You can't have a war boss and a bike.
Hmm.
Like
So-
that isn't. I hear what you're saying. I mean, there are some pretty potentially some busted little combinations you can try and make with index, but I'm not seeing too much index stuff like being played on the top tables.
Guys, I'm
Really
just
just
No.
orcs.
let you
Orcs
know,
and Eldar. Oh,
he made the 9. He clocked
Oh,
the 9 with the
there
CP
you go.
reroll on 1 dice. He made the 9 on the Acolyte unit. If you look at the placement of the Kraken Gene Steel right around that unit of the unit of Grots, it's pretty
Mhm.
clear to see he's probably declared the charge on the Mega Knobs over, and he's probably going to tag them in and use them to attack twice. So he has a good chance of killing those Mega Knobs this turn.
press F for
And
Mega
that's
Nubs.
just a 110 man, right? They're not mobbed up.
No, it's just 110 man, I believe. They
I
look too far
would
away to be mobbed up.
say I don't think he is in a position. So those Gene Stealers on the kind of right hand side, can they fight twice?
Yeah.
That's a strat.
Yep.
How many CPs this guy got left?
No,
Yeah.
he's only got 2 left. Actually, no, then he can't fight twice.
Yeah. So and looking at it, it looks to be fairly clear that the top most Gene Stealer is definitely significantly closer to a Grot than it is to the
Yeah.
Mega Knob. So
No,
I don't
what I mean-
see how he's going to be able to
He'd have to attack twice, dude.
He would have to attack twice.
Yeah, he piles everything over, like sliding up to the left and curls around, and then he ends on the back of that grot unit when the grots die, and then he can just pile over. He can do it.
But you said he only has 2 CP, so...
Yeah, exactly. It's a moot point.
It's a moot point. It's like a cow's opinion. Doesn't count.
Yeah, and I have to agree with Morrisoli right now. Liam is not in a position to win this game anymore. I don't believe so, unless something very dramatic happens. He does still have the jump. He can still jump some units all over the board. And this is still early. This is the bottom of turn 2, guys.
Yeah,
it's really, this isn't gonna.
Game.
Turn 3 is not going to finish. Is my fear.
Kemble's got to watch his clock because if he could clock out here.
Yeah, we need Luke back to find out, because this has been
a very long turn. Yeah,
it's got to be at least a 20-minute turn. He had 44 minutes, so he's got 20 minutes left.
So I can tell you now, when we got the clock check last, there was 1 hour. Well, sorry, it was just doing the math here. It was about 16 minutes ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's just started his fight phase. I mean, he's going to take another fight.
I agree. But yes, I'm trying to remember who had the most time. I think Kemble had 48-ish minutes.
Yeah.
So
and Liam
he's probably sitting a half an hour.
Dude, that's Liam had already finished. Liam had already finished his turn 2 and had 44 left. Only 4 less than a guy who was just starting his turn.
Yeah, so, I would say Kemble's probably sitting at just over 30 minutes left on his clock.
So from what I can tell, I think we're going to be starting turn 3 with Liam having about 42 left on the board and Kemble having probably 25.
Do you guys play? Are you guys playing with the clock rules where after, like, say there's 5 minutes left, it's over, or do you guys play kind of all the way to the end?
I'd assume they're playing it.
So over. It depends on the event.
Well, that's what I'm asking for this event. What's the etiquette?
Oh my god, he's fought with the wrong unit first.
Yeah, that's what I was about to interrupt with. It looks like he fought with the Gene Stealers first into those grots.
That's horrible.
That's horrific, man.
So now Liam should be able to interrupt, which I think he's doing right now.
He's going to clear it?
He's not yet. Liam's piling into... Sorry, not Kemble? Kimble's piling into some of the Mega Knobs. Okay. Right? And you'll now notice that...
Liam's
like
doing the measurements.
Yeah, he's already
paid the CP.
That's where you need that. Big mistake. That's where your Vect was.
That's huge.
Vect, man, fuck.
That's. I mean, he could whiff here. There's always that, but I mean, to me, that looks like a lot of dead cultists. Like
those 10 knobs, though, they're gonna pick up half that unit easily, if not
easily.
Yeah, those rock saws weren't gonna do enough in the first place to kill them all. And now you're looking like he's got 2, 4. I'm gonna say he's got 5 into the Acolytes, and then 2, 4 into the it looks like you got 4 or 5. It's really hard to tell. Some of this yellow is kind of blurring. 4 or 5 into the Gene Stealers, and like 4 or 5 into the Acolytes.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's
no,
ladies man.
Yeah, do you guys? Would you like a tuna sandwich?
You just ate some human shit.
He's going to attack twice as well. He's only got 2 CP left.
And the attack twice. Look, he still might do the attack twice. But
these wounds
at the end of turn.
No, these so he's already killed 3 or 4 Gene Stealers, and this is. Looks like he had a really poor hit.
Yeah, it didn't look like he did.
He shouldn't be getting any saves here. Don't know what he's rolling dice for.
Feel no pain.
Do they have 6 plus feel no pain?
6 plus feel no pain. Yeah. But they're all D3 damage. So he's got units of 15, so he needs to pick up... He only picked up 2 guys.
What is happening?
What the hell just happened?
What?
Maybe he whiffed.
That would
possible.
Be a colossal whiff. Like, colossal. Yeah. So he's got 6 guys there attacking... No, sorry, 5 guys. So 15 attacks.
I mean, if the rock stars are still there, they're still going to do some...
Yeah, he does. He had to... So I was thinking he had to... So he's got 8 rock swords, 15 guys.
Because the non-rock star guys aren't going to do shit anyway.
They ain't going to do shit, yeah. So he needs to kill 8 guys to start losing rock swords.
I just don't understand what just happened.
I just don't understand
why only 2 guys got pulled.
Yeah, man.
That feels pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Where's
I mean, he
Luke when we
could've-
need him?
He
Yeah,
could have
exactly
rolled lots
right.
of sixes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he need to roll a phenomenal amount of sixes. So they have a 6+ invul and a 6+ feel no pain. And I saw him. I think he did about 7 wounds, and he pulled 2 guys off the board. And keep in mind, they're all D3 damage weapons, 3 damage attack.
Yeah, that's
Statistical anomalies.
Hey, it's a dice-based game. Shit happens.
Yeah, happens all the time. Here are some saves.
I just like to state for the record, I really like Liam. I really like his list, but I want him to horribly, horribly lose
just
so
lost.
as I win my bet against Val.
He just lost 4 mega knobs, I believe. 1.
I
He's trying to figure out what's
I
coming up.
find
1,
nothing
2,
wrong with
3, 4.
Val losing, so I agree with you.
Yeah, he just picked up. He just lost 4 mega knobs. So it'll just be the rock saws going, and now he'll be. I'm still reeling from what didn't occur just then. These will have to be swords and rending claws, so pocket knives and rending claws.
They're -1, aren't they? The running claws.
Your rending claws are -1.
Or-
6
or
is
the
the
reroll
same,
ones?
same -3.
So for those that are are wondering what that bet comment was all about,
I've already told them twice, but
okay.
yeah, I had to make sure. I was like, where Liam's on, because it's poignant and hilarious.
Oh yeah, Mega Knobs do hit on 4s because the -1.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he had 15 attacks, hit on
Has
4s.
has he not got a knob with a wild banner in range?
Does he even have one in his list?
He did have one in his list. At least I thought he did.
Just check.
Somebody did. I looked at like 300 lists today. It's quite possible it wasn't
Nah,
his.
he doesn't have it.
What a schmuck.
Yeah, somebody go over there. You let him know that he's
All right.
the worst orc player
Ever.
in
He's got a
Australia.
war boss, weird boy, 10, 10, 10 grots, 10 mega knobs, 10 mega knobs. Then he's got Big Mac, 10, 10, 10 grots, tank
And then-
busters, looters, Big Mac,
What
weird
a
boy,
maroon.
grots. Like,
What a maroon. Come on, get out of here.
Guys, so he lost.
Where's your
6 out of
wog banner?
He lost 6 out of 10 mega knobs. So
6?
He's got 4 left.
What a wanker.
Luke, you're back. Hit us with some truth going on.
Swap tables. Move to a different table.
Yeah,
This
we're
is-
done with this one.
What is this?
Oh, okay.
Go pick up the camera and go somewhere else.
Well,
What's going on, man?
Kemble's down to 1 CP.
Okay.
Oh, the Gene Stealer Cult's Tyranid player. He's down to 1 CP. I think Liam's fine.
he just lost how many of those freaking mega knobs?
6. What's the most important thing we have going right now? I think is what's the clock on, mate? Don't leave me hanging.
Kimball's got what, like half an hour left on his clock?
I'm going to bet under.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
got less than
yeah.
that.
Yeah, probably now. I'm going to go with 27 minutes and 35 seconds.
We're just going into the bottom of turn 3.
Kemble's on 25 minutes. Liam's on
Yep,
39.
bam. That's what I said, babes. I said that. Fuck yeah.
Liam's still on like 35. So
And Kemble still has 1 unit to come down in his third. So for Liam to stay in this game, there needs to be no Gene Stealer Cult in his Vanguard deployment area. He needs to clear every single.
Yeah, he needs to do some work here.
Well, that means the tank busters need to charge. We might need to charge, and yeah. So
Well,
he's
that's
got
not a
4.
big deal.
He's got 4. So he's got the good thing here is he was able when 6 died, he was able to pull himself out of out of an inch away from those acolytes.
From the Roxar unit. So
Yeah, Roxar
they're
unit, they're wasted.
He
They're
can
dead.
he can probably
No,
shoot
no,
all
no.
this off the table because
Look, those acolytes look like they piled into the shock attack guns up the top.
Yeah, well, it's one.
have-
So it would have only been a range of 1.
Yeah. But like, all right, so
But is it tri-pointed?
no.
No,
Liam's
no,
not.
Because then he can just
he'll fall back with it.
and then so he loses 1. He hasn't even shot the others.
He doesn't even have to fall back. I mean, depending on what he wants to do, he could just jump it.
Oh, he
like,
could jump.
Yeah.
He's in range of too many denies, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And he's probably in range of shadows. Briscon.
Yeah,
Does Liam legit have 10 CP?
No, he doesn't. Every time I ask him an update, he's pretty focused. We'll just put it like that.
Okay.
yeah. He
Well,
just swears a lot.
He's got 2 dice, I think, for CP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
So, like, he's got more than 6.
Yeah.
He's got.
So he's got plenty. Do you reckon he mobs up the? I mean, he looks like he's getting those Mega Knobs pretty close. Do you reckon he just mobs them up and just goes hacks?
Well, he's just fallen back with him, man. Does he have the Warlord trait?
He hasn't fallen back with them.
No, he pulled the ones. Pulled the ones out of the.
He was still in combat with the Kraken Gene Stealer.
Yeah.
He's still there. He's still there. Oh, now he's fallen
He's
back.
just pulled himself back now.
Which means one of 2 things. He's either A, falling back, which, is not the greatest, or B, he's falling back and he does have the hit and run Warlord trait.
He has,
the problem is that Liam has to get out of his deployment zone at some point because he's
Otherwise
on
he
2 of the
can't
4
win the
objectives.
game.
So
yeah.
Kemble's going to just win on objectives even if he loses his whole army.
Yep.
So his Warlord is one of his shock attack guns, and that one has the sniper. I'm guessing rule shock attack one. But he has the blood axe, Fink, and Cap.
Yeah, so he can get one.
So he has 2.
He can totally have the freaking fallback in charge, and he would be within 6 inches for where he is now. So I'm guessing he does, which could be big. It could be very big.
He doesn't actually have to get that far out of his deployment zone like you guys are suggesting. So objectives 5 and 6 aren't worth anything except for Maelstrom
So
cards.
it's 2 for 2.
So he's actually got 2 in his corner that are Eternal War. He number 2 looks, now look, it's hard to tell all the time because there might be something underneath those ruins, but it looks to be that number 2 objective is pretty open. He could easily jump even just a unit of grots over there.
There's units under these ruins, but there's nothing under that ruin. That's empty. So he could jump there if he needs to.
Yeah, I really want to know what the scores are right now. I'd have to assume that Kemble's got to be up on points right now, just because of the amount of grot units he's picked up for kills.
Yep.
No, he's got to be up. I'd probably say about 3 or 4 points.
After Liam's done, I'll grab the scores. It's a tense game. It
is a very tense game. Liam needs to have a ball buster. He needs to absolutely poleaxe this round.
See, but this is the thing about Gene Stealer cults. Like, this is where they start to fade away. Once they start the attrition war, 3 more turns of orcs just, wearing them down will literally clear all these Gene Stealers.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, what has he killed? He's killed 6 Mega Knobs and a shitload of grots. Don't get me wrong, shitload of grots. But the grots weren't winning Liam the game. They were a screen unit.
Exactly.
He's still got what? All his looters. He's still got all his tank busters.
14 out of 20 Mega Knobs.
Yeah.
And all those characters will actually just walk through the Gene Stealer cults.
Yep. Oh, his characters, you mean? Did you say his characters walk through the Gene Stealer cults?
Yeah. There's not a war boss in there somewhere?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's at the back.
War boss. Yeah.
Yep.
So
those shock attack stems are going to start like, going to work.
He just picked up 3 guys.
Yep.
He's got a few more. He just put 1 back because he's got himself no pains.
Like, because I heard before, he lost 6 Mega Knobs, and it sounded like that was a lot at the time. But I agree with Diff. Like, it seems like he's on the back foot, but really he hasn't lost anything really. Like,
yeah, he hasn't lost a lot of his punch.
And this is what, end of turn 3, right?
The problem is, this is the start of the top of turn 3. I'm fearful we're not going to make it with what's left on the clock.
Yeah. Well, Liam still has, I think he's got 8 or 7 CP. Because I think he spent
how much time's left in the round? I know these guys started late.
45. No, 50.
50 minutes.
Yeah.
And these guys, there's a lot more than 50 minutes still to be these guys. So these guys started a bit late.
Well, we've got 2 hour 45 rounds, so...
Yeah.
Down Under Pairings has 45 minutes left on the round.
Yeah. So
that's definitely more time than they have on their clock.
Well,
less time than they have on the clock.
We've got the game finishing on our schedule at 3:15, so...
This is definitely one of the issues you find with chess clocks, is people rock up to the table, they talk about their lists, then they start the clock as if the round has just started, but they've already wasted 15-20 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Liam was super familiar with Genestealer cults, so Kemble gave him a bit of a primer. And like earlier before, for example, when Kemble dropped his dudes and they shot when they came in, Liam was a bit surprised. He
That's no good. You should not be surprised. That's one of the keys to their army.
They've been out long enough. They should know better.
Yeah.
Yeah, get him out of there.
Get him out. Free change this shit.
Bring in a different player.
Give us Eric back.
Yeah, this is garbage.
Yeah, bring back Grey Knights. We want to see Pallies again.
You just know. So I guarantee you. And for Liam, this is for you, buddy. I love you, man.
Yeah, you know what?
But get him off. Fuck him off, guys. Fuck him off.
You know what? You're Val's hero. You're not mine.
Yeah, exactly right. This has got to be the unit of Meganob shooting. Anything?
Oh, you could tune into the players if you wanted, Adam.
Bucket o' dice.
Yeah, only the loot. Well, the looters when 15 looters may shoot this. That's small.
No. What do you guys? I'm interested to hear your opinion on 15 looters. What do you reckon?
I prefer 15 to 25, honestly. I think
Yep.
15 is an over-investment.
I
think as soon as the Castellan goes away, the need to have 25 goes away too.
Yeah, I prefer 15. I also think that you might see more than 15 go away with the FAQ. There's rumors that you won't be able to mob them up anymore.
I personally think orcs are better without looters and better without tank busters. You're just better with more other good shit, like either A, Meganobs, or B, Orc Boys or Storm Boys.
Yeah, Diffy's the most aggressive style of play you can imagine, and I think that is. I almost think it's better than what Liam's doing, because you leave yourself exposed to just losing the game because you did nothing for 2 turns.
Yeah.
Orc army.
No, I like 15 looters. I think that's good. 10 to 15. I don't think you need more. I'm not sold on tank busters yet. I know a lot of people are talking them up now. I'm not sure.
Yeah. There you go. These guys think we're drunk. The looters are the meat and potatoes. Everyone's just starting to take things that the looters can't kill. Bullgrims they can't kill. Bullgrims they can't kill. The Reapers, all this shit that shoots out of line of sight, like units of 3 Dark Reapers with Tempest launchers. They are really, really unused. There's all sorts of stuff people can just start taking to make looters seem shit. A 2+ armor save Gallant make looters seem shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything with 2+ armor save is really annoying for looters. Even just regular Marines in cover.
Yeah, well, it just What looters do is they polarize godness out of the matchup. Can you deal with looters? Well, can you survive looters? Can you not? If you can
That's
survive
a lot
looters,
of models being removed.
if you can survive looters, they're an absolute joke. If you can't survive looters, you're absolutely fucked. But all good players will just be like, oh yeah, I just add 500 points of looters can't kill, and I still win.
Shooter boys. That's where it's at.
I like shooter boys. So all those acolytes are just being pulled. All the flamers have just been pulled. So all the rocksaws are going, flamers are going. He's got 1 unit of rocksaws left. He's probably about to charge because those Genestealers with the unit of 10 Meganobs. I think this hit back from Liam's been pretty much what he needed.
Yeah, that's a lot of the board cleared off. I mean, he's still got to deal with that next unit of rocksaws, but I think he's in a good spot.
As long as there's enough time for him to.
I mean, he's not done the turn 2, right? There's still more stuff to shoot.
Yeah, this is top of 3.
Yeah, Liam went first, so this is actually turn 3. They just haven't updated the score sheet.
Yeah, I think time is also going to be an issue here, because if they're not going to get the game done, is he going to have enough time to move out and get stuff?
Well, yeah, look, what you could end up seeing, here's a question for you. I'm assuming you're not allowed to try and deny a power if you run out of time, right?
No.
So you can't. So he's not denying fucking to jump.
No, he's not.
No.
So Liam's ahead on time by a fair chunk. It's a good chance Kemble times out midway through turn 4. If we were putting money on it, I'd say midway through turn 4 he'll time out with probably Liam having 10 to 15 minutes left, maybe 10 minutes left, and all he has to then do is just go, cool, I'm just jumping onto all these objectives, and all he has to do can he completely ignore objective 5 and 6 where Kimball's got some dudes. all he has to worry about is objective 4 and 2, which are down the bottom, which there isn't much there.
No.
He can easily jump some dudes over, clear out that unit on like turn 5, and just walk onto objective 4 and 2 on turn 6. Like, yeah, that's all she wrote.
I agree. My only problem is this round finishing before the game gets anywhere near completion.
Yeah.
Well, that is the other
I
question. Is what Luke plans on doing with the disparity between the round time and the chess clock.
The disparity between them is 15. They've got about 45 minutes left, and the chess clock has. Do you mind checking the chess clock? We're just checking the chess clock now.
So unless did you guys start this round?
All right. I think we may have lost Diffie there, but we've got 27 and 24 minutes left for each of them, and that adds up to our round time.
They're not doing too badly. Sorry, I thought that was way out of...
No, it looks like it's about 5 or 6 minutes.
Down
And
Under Pairings has it as 37 minutes left of the round, so you guys start a little late.
They must have started late, man.
they did because I noticed it had already started and we hadn't switched everything on. So
Yeah, that's alright. These things happen. It's tournaments.
happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Sorry, we had Kemble on the wrong table at the start as well. So
nice. One thing I haven't noticed the Kemble yet.
No, I think with the Kellermorph, because he ended up using the 3-inch deploy this turn, he may have been saving it, but then he had to blow so much CP.
I'm not sure he's got enough to make it happen.
Apparently he's only got one left.
He can.
Yeah.
If he only has one left, he can't. If he has 2 CP, he can blow lying in wait. But
Luke said he had one left a little earlier.
Yeah.
A little bit earlier, yeah.
I mean, he can regen.
Yep.
He does have a CP regen. But
just updating scores now. Kemble does only have 1 CP left. The other thing is, I was thinking, Kemble sort of kept going at Liam, and it wasn't quite working. I think at some point he needed to cut his losses and play the objectives because he could have just
bottled up.
he has second turn, so he could have just waited until Liam moves on the objectives, deep strikes 9 or whatever. He just moves his troops on the objectives and holds those Eternal Wars because he's got 2 Eternal Wars on his end that he can grab easy and cancel out Liam's. He could have won on kill points.
He's got to be up on kill points.
And
still.
he's got to be up on Maelstrom. He's got 4. So he could have won that way, but I think Relentless Assault didn't work for him this game. That's just my opinion, though.
So I'm thinking with his Roxor unit, yeah?
Yep.
You almost want to... If you had 2 CP left, I'd be telling him to perfect 3 inches away and just line him off in the zone. Stop him from getting out for 1 turn. Don't charge him. Just kill some grots. Keep him bottled up for his turn 3, and then the clock's probably going to stop him winning the game. Bit rough. How you guys doing? Is everything? My internet seems to be breaking.
He went first. Whoops! They've ticked Kemble. Hollis went first. Liam went first.
Yeah, he did.
And this is only bottom of 3, isn't this?
Yeah, it's the bottom of 3.
Oh god.
Yeah, but Kimball's got to play his turn pretty fast here because I think he only had around 20 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah.
We're doing 2 hour 45-minute rounds at this event, though.
If he has another 15 to 20 minute turn, he's finished.
yeah,
He's
you won't be able to do anything.
This is... Oh, I wish I knew what the exact scores were right now.
I just updated them, hopefully.
Beautiful. Thanks, man. We just had a Patriarch move in advance to attack gun. He should easily account for 2 of them in combat. Yeah, that's right, yeah. One Patriarch should kill 2 mechs. They won't get any save. They've got 4 wins each. He's got...
One Kellermorph, you mean? Or Patriarch?
No, Patriarch. He's just advanced to Patriarch because they can advance to
It should straight up murder them.
Yeah, it should. Yeah, he's got 6 attacks hitting on 2s. It'll be 3 straight through armor, D3 damage or flat 3 damage. He should absolutely, murder him. Looks like he's moved up with his other Patriarch in one of the Icon Wards, and whatever he's got inside. It looks like probably his Magus is inside there. Yep, let's pull out another character. They're all still... You can't see them, guys. They're just to the left of that main crater where objective number 1 is. Yeah, Kendall should have. So I haven't seen the updated scores, but Kendall should have a bucket of kill points. Like at least 6 kill points to my eyes.
Yeah, Kemble hasn't added up his kill points yet, but
these guys, man, they're just like, get him off.
Yeah. I've constantly been telling them, yeah, update, and I go over there, I'm like, okay, I'll update them with you. How many kills you got? How many this? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, okay, cool.
I mean, if you're playing on a clock, that can wait.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yep.
I'll absolutely forgive him for it.
Yep.
I won't.
Yeah. Neither will I.
2 for 2. Me and JV will play good cop. The guys can play.
I like it. The actual good players will be the good cops, the ones that understand.
See, Diffy's not going to like it.
Boom. Shots fired across the starboard bow.
Sounds perfect to me, Diffy. What's the matter?
Mate, check out the most consistent player on the Australian Masters circuit.
It's only because I've only been to 2, mate. When I get my third third bridesmaid next year, I come second again for the third year in a row next year.
The only Masters I haven't played in since I came to the scene was the one I ran.
Yeah, it was when you streamed. Yeah.
No. TO, motherfucker.
Yeah, you streamed. I was there. I played.
Yeah, that's it.
I came second again.
Down on the network, a bunch of has-beens.
Yeah. I said it in the first stream. Those who can't play, or those who can't do, teach.
Those who can't
it's
teach.
It's like in sports, all the washouts end up announcing on TV.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
They're all analysts. Yeah.
Yeah, they had their one little moment in the sunlight, like one little heyday, and then like, yep, just taking a back seat, gonna
and
ride off.
They just milk that one season for the rest of their year.
Exactly right. Just sit on that one, you know.
Except Shaq, he must just be bored. He does so much shit.
I know.
And he's not doing it for money. Like that guy.
He's got to be so rich.
He made so much money playing college basketball. It's ridiculous.
He made so much money just doing everything.
The dude's hilarious as well.
So,
he's actually just a funny.
He's still raking in the cash from what was that movie he did?
Was it Shazam?
Shazam,
the original Shazam.
Yeah. That is such a good film, and by good I mean horrific.
Or no, was it Mr. Steel or something like that?
Oh, maybe it was Steel. Yeah, the superhero movie.
Alan, just watching this. So I think Liam just shot something for 2 CP in Kemble's turn. I'm not sure what that was.
Huh? I don't know.
Okay.
I've heard
interesting, because he killed he killed him in Psychic, I'm pretty sure. Maybe.
Okay.
And then Liam used 2 CP to shoot a shooting phase, and it didn't do anything.
I didn't know they could do that. Hey, buddy, who are we seeing on camera? Who's this gentleman with that?
This is Mick Larkin.
Oh, it's Mick. How
very
you doing,
own.
like, I couldn't recognize him with the glare.
Yeah, he's normally wearing his Make America Great Again hat, but he's wearing this one today.
Yeah, he's just a troll of a man.
Oh, he used Orcs as never defeated. He probably, when a character dies, they can shoot.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, shock attack gun.
I know, right. He's different when he plays, eh? Yeah.
Looks like he's checking some range, some shooting on the looters in the backfield now.
Yeah. So Kemble actually moved on from his psychic phase and forgot some things. He asked Liam if he could go back and cast some more powers, and Liam let him.
Good.
It's very tempting to say no in such a tight game, you know. But
and you would be
no fucking way. Let him have it.
Be there.
Let him have it. Let him use his time.
Yeah. Liam said he could do it. I mean,
of course, he'll always do it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I mean, look. There's 2 elements. A, don't be a dick and let him do it. But B, also, it's in your it's advantageous for Liam for Kemble to use as much of his clock in this turn 3 as possible.
Yeah.
So right. letting him go back on his psychic phase, sure, all right, use a couple more minutes. Because what's he really adding?
Listen to this savage. Look at this.
You're ruthless. Ruthless.
Yeah, he's ruthless as. No, but it's fair enough.
I have zero tolerance. I have zero tolerance to people and chess blocks. If if you can't use your army with half of the allocated time, don't take that army.
Did he mind control one of the shock attack guns to shoot? Because that would be fun.
I thought that was what he was measuring before, actually.
We end at 3:15, so...
it looks like we have just had a charge. Patriarch has made it into the unit. He should make a mess of them, but I don't think he kills them all.
Didn't he already kill one in the...
sorry, yeah, there's 3 there.
Psych phase?
Yeah.
Their
So if
chest
he
clock's
did, he
not
should
right.
be-
Oh, so they aren't mobbed up, are they?
No.
No, they're not mobbed up. The Mega Knobs. Nope.
Okay, well, sure, he might take out the remaining 3 Meganobs, but then that Patriarch's got his dick swinging in the wind.
Yeah.
I thought the Patriarch went into the shock attack guns, but if he
There's
goes
no-
into the...
Oh, no,
There's
there's
two.
2, sorry.
There's
Yeah,
2.
one's in the shock attack guns, one's in the Mega Knobs on the crater.
So 2
sorry.
Patriarchs.
I should highlight. Here's the Mega Knob on the crater, the Patriarch with the Mega Knobs, and there's one just here.
You got a circle for us, brother?
Yeah, there you go. It'll come up, hopefully.
No,
Um,
I can see where I am. Just going to see for the viewers.
There's a little bit of a delay for us guys, but
Yeah. No, we got it.
for the viewers, it's good one.
Yeah, so the big circle's the Patriarch and the Mega Knobs, and the small is the Patriarch and the shock attack guns.
Phenomenal. Love your work. Please draw a smiley face.
Of course.
Complete.
Don't do it.
Do it. Do it.
Mate.
Do it. Do it.
Draw a nose. Draw a nose.
Yeah. It was a thing, wasn't it? With the tape measure where it is.
Oh, yeah, it's perfect. Actually, never mind. Now I regret saying no.
There is a pretty standard procedure
Good game.
for Luke. There's a standard procedure down on network streams. There has to be at least 1 dick drawn on the screen per stream.
Oh, okay.
But you need to put it. You need to subtly do it in. You need to,
Well, I can't
you know,
subtly
you
do
need
it in after you guys just said it.
no, halfway through next game or something. That's just per stream day. So you have to do a cock sometime today and cock sometime tomorrow.
Well,
Alright.
I put Hayden on earlier. Does that count?
Quality.
Technically, yes.
Oh!
On that note, I'd love to leave you lads and go check out this wedding.
All right, go.
Good wedding.
I will
Talking
probably have a number of trips to the toilet just to sit in the cubicle and watch you guys with headphones on.
Join in. All right,
Bunch
talk
of
to you,
wankers.
brother.
Peace, man. Ciao.
Ciao.
Jim, you've been a bit quiet. Give us a 4-1-1 on this game, baby. What's going to happen?
I mean, so Kemble being up 5-2 if the VPs are accurate, because he hasn't included his kill points either. So if he's actually up 5-1, plus say like 6 or 7 more for kill points, that's going to be tough unless Liam can start getting a bit more mails from Eternal War. If he's only gotten 1 Eternal War, he's in bad shape.
I agree. I think that's
But
nice.
on the flip side, Kemble could clock out.
Yeah, then it's a moot game. He just
I
takes
think
his
it's
time.
hard. I think is this is bottom of 3 or top of 3?
This is bottom of 3.
I think we'll know by turn 4 where this game's at. But
Well,
and the
yeah,
fact that he's got 6 CP, that's huge.
Yeah. Well, I think at the bottom at the start of the bottom of turn 4, we'll know. By the time Liam's turn is over, I think. Yeah, George has got it pretty right. Kendall could just stay away, not give up any kills, keep his clock high, and force Liam to come out. Liam is slow. His army is slow. The only way he's breaking out of his zone quickly is through the jump. So if you were to just line off some characters, like just his Magus, put his Magus close enough that he gets a deny on the jump, and that's it. Run away everything else.
Ew.
Just having my Discord break up a little bit, I believe.
Okay. So they should have 25 left in the round. I wonder what the chess clock says. I actually think that they've either paused or started the chess clock late.
So what was that?
I think-
paused the chess block.
Well, not now, but their chess clock says they've got like 20 minutes each, and they should only have like 20 minutes total.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what's happening with the chess clock, but we'll see.
Mm.
I'll be stopping them at 3.
So this, just so you guys know, that Patriarch went into that unit of 3 mega. Sweet fuck all and died in the turn.
Oh, that's good.
It's always good.
That's good.
It's good. Pete, what do you think, mate?
I think like Morzo was saying earlier, it's he's got to catch up to do. I think he can kill pretty much everything, and like we were saying, if there's a call on that, but if there isn't, like if Kemble plays it smart, speeds it up, and just starts doing nothing, just starts backing into a corner, like I don't know how he catches up because he's probably 6-7 points behind easily at this point.
Yeah, you have to assume. So what kill points wise? What is the? They've killed 2 units of. They've killed 2 units of acolytes, one being the rock swords, and now they've killed. Yeah. So I'm thinking he's got 5, maybe 6 kill points. Whereas we know there's at least 6 units of grots gone. So
there's no grots on the table, so he's got at least 9 kill points, I think.
Well,
there's one
grot,
squad,
up to the bottom right. Yeah. So
So
at least.
kill points not capped though in ETC.
Well, the differential's capped. It's capped at a 10 point differential.
So the difference is capped, not the total.
Not the total.
No.
So I believe he'd be up by. I'm gonna guess 2 to 3 kill points, and that's if did the Patriarch kill any shock attack guns?
I don't think so yet.
Do you know what I think is happening here?
Because Liam's Mega Knobs right now are in that Patriarch, so
I don't think the Patriarch's attacked me. I think the Mega Knobs interrupted
and consolidated it that way.
and consolidated in. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what they did. They interrupted and then fought again.
That's
it.
a ball move. That's a very, very good move.
Because Orcs one's immediately, not at the end of the phase, eh?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So he's attacked twice. He's burnt 5 CP to do that, but that's going to save him a unit of Mega Knobs and 2 shock attacks. So I think that's a big play.
Okay, he's actually hitting the He actually no, he hasn't. Liam is now fighting against the shock attack gun with the. Sorry, he's fighting the shock attack gun against the Patriarch.
Yep.
Liam hit before Mega Knobs into the acolytes. Are they? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The acolytes.
Okay. Yeah. He tried that old chestnut again.
Yeah, he
Didn't they FAQ the orc
that
one to
squad.
be at the end of the phase?
Sorry, what's that, Jim?
Didn't they FAQ the orc fight again to be at the end of the phase?
I actually don't know.
I don't.
I thought they had changed that.
Bad Tio.
Let's ask the chat. Did that happen, guys? Did the orc FAQ change their fight again?
I'm checking right now because
Yeah, I'm going to the fact.
I feel like only knights have the fight immediately.
I think you're right,
orcs-
Jim. I'm beginning to think you're right.
Actually, I think you're right as well. Yeah, Jim is correct. But that might not have been what he did. He might have just gone.
Because I was like, man, if being able to fight immediately is huge.
It's retarded. It's absurd. Only Zerkers and Knights have. And Zerkers have it because it's inbuilt on their data sheet. Freaking strategy.
Yep.
Looks like we're into the bottom of turn. The top of turn 4. That Patriarch is still.
I know it wasn't crazy.
Shroom says. So Shroom says this can fight again if they can be back.
Yeah, but they're just checks, so.
Whoa! Whoa!
He's up there, hater. What the fuck? No, it's alright.
Whoa!
Whoa! Can't go saying that, Jim.
Right.
Can't go saying that anymore, Jim. It's alright.
It's okay. You can keep saying it.
What do you mean, George? I didn't make a mistake, though. I was right. No mistakes allowed.
He's talking. I think he's probably talking about Liam.
Okay. So just an update on some other players. Eric has finished his second round with the Grey Knights. He versed Inari.
Village? I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Eric finished his round versus a Inari list. And he went 20-0. So Eric won that one.
Wow.
He versed 8 Shining Spears, 10 Dark Reapers, Inari, and then 2 Night Spinners. And Kabbalah Blackheart Patrol.
Wow,
So-
there you go.
Yeah.
Good for Eric, man.
Super freak.
Oh,
Freak
wait,
man.
hold on. Isn't Eric Captain Australia, and we've got Captain Canada here? as
Yeah,
well?
we've got Captain Canada here as well.
Oh.
Yeah,
Just
but I'm
see-
just an honorary captain. He's a real captain.
He actually is. I think he's captain ETC, isn't he?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well,
No, he's only like 11 years old. He's not allowed.
Yeah, exactly right. He's
no,
barely able to
he had to
drink.
get a
He's
parental
not tall
slip.
enough.
He's not
Yeah,
tall
he's not
enough.
tall enough.
You
Not tall
must
enough
be.
to
You
ride
must
yet.
be captain.
You must be at least this tall to be the captain.
That's right.
Must be 5 foot to be captain.
We've got Kemble Hollis on this on our table. On this table, yeah, he's the guy playing the.
That's right, Kemble. Yep.
Because in the standings, it says he's already won 2 games. That doesn't seem.
No, it's
it's
round points is 2.
Yeah, he's got 4 round points right now.
Oh, it's just because when I enter in scores for the stream, it'll clarify it as a finished game. But
Yeah, because we're doing it crazy way because they're not doing it themselves.
yeah,
Ah.
so technically he beat Liam. Well done.
So, yeah, technically it's already over, guys. Everyone go home.
Yep.
Turn off the-
Wait, who owes who $100 though?
everyone owes everyone $100. No, there are no winners today.
Jesus, again.
Yeah, double baby on the table. It's like everybody wins. That casino episode of Simpsons has so many gems in it.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Same as
So what do you guys think of the St. George champion major that's going on tomorrow with their crazy ETC/ITC rules?
No, what's that?
Who?
Tell us more.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So there's a major tomorrow. I think it's 70-ish players done by Glasshammer Gaming, and they're doing Eternal War with ITC secondaries.
All right.
That's fun.
Hubba?
That's
it's the
the plan.
crossover you never know you want it.
Yeah, crossover.
I'm
Pretty
pretty interested.
sure. Yeah, I'm pretty interested to see how that goes as well, because that could be an absolute mess.
Yeah.
Or it could just work really well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree.
How many players they got? You know?
I think they're at 66 last I saw. They could have up to 120. It's hard to say. You never know.
That's a fair range.
Is Manny gonna win again, or what? Is he?
Manny is not registered, from what I think. I think he's TOing.
I think
I think it's
TOing,
him
yeah.
and
He's
him
been
and
tearing it up
Alex.
out there.
yeah.
So you know what? For those out in the big wide world, they'll be streaming that event 100%. And you know, they start streaming pretty much when this finishes, because we're like day and night. So if you want to go 24 hours of wall-to-wall 40k, you could stop watching Down Under Network, start watching Glasshammer game.
And I think you guys are hosting the results.
Yeah, we host their channel.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say I think you guys are better in Wales, but absolutely right.
Ooh.
Well, you know, they don't have such esteemed personages on as, you know, the King of the North or the Falcon.
Yeah, their guests are not as good.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
exactly right. We're like the Oprah to their Ellen.
Yeah, who have they ever gotten anyway? Just a bunch of garbage.
Yeah, a bunch of garbage British people with bad
Like-
teeth, like that big book of British smiles.
People in Europe are stupid anyway. All of them.
Yeah, it's so true. I was quite surprised when I went over to Europe for ETC last year. There are some janky dudes over there. They're all slow playing, trying to hoodwink you.
Oh man,
I was impressed. I was like,
there
wow,
was
you guys
but
have been
to
doing
be
this for a
fair,
lot longer
though-
than us.
to be fair though, the ETC brings out the jankiest,
Oh,
most,
yeah.
outlandish things. And like, I remember the fantasy ETC a few years ago. People using freaking tuna cans for armies. So
Dude, you loved
like,
fantasy, didn't you,
ETC
Jim?
brings out the worst of the worst.
You loved fantasy, didn't you, Jim?
I was a fantasy player, yeah.
I know,
before.
I know Pete was a fantasy player. Guess what? I was a fantasy player.
Jim, when you told your story about like having to quit like everything GW because of Age of Sigmar, I just related so well.
Me too.
I was so
Me too.
I needed a break emotionally.
A single tear for my own
They-
feelings.
they hurt me
Rolled
deeply.
down. Rolled down.
Yeah, I
I
forgive
scragged
him
the
at this
slaughterer.
point.
Oh, me too. Anyway, what's going on in this game? What's dead?
I don't know.
Wait,
What's going on in this game?
Some things happened. I don't know.
Liam's bald spot happened in the game.
It is-
Oh my
it's right
god!
there.
Here it is.
Surprise.
What is that model, Luke? What is that model at the bottom middle of the table on Kemble's side? It's just moved out from a ruin under his arm right now.
Yeah, that is Hive Tyrant. No, not the Hive
Swarm
Tyrant.
Lord.
Swarmlord.
Freaking Swarm Lord's still alive.
This guy.
I was like, where the fuck did Iron come from?
This guy down there.
Friggin' yeah.
Yep. I don't know if you're going to see that, but yeah.
I remember he had a Swarm Lord now. I just remembered.
He's just been hiding them from shock attack guns and Ludas all day.
Yeah, well, as soon as he slingshot the Gene Stealers, he had no other.
Which, to be fair, like I would have been throwing him out in the middle of everywhere just to distract the Ludas from anything else. Because who gives a shit if he dies at this point?
For absolute freaking sure, man. 10 times out of 10, you would have been running him up.
Yeah.
As soon as the Steelers were gone, you would have cracked and advanced him, wouldn't you? Just being
Yeah. I mean, unless you need that objective in the back to win the game, there's no just make him your super distraction card effects, because it's surprising how much shooting he can take sometimes.
Yeah. Luke, we're going to need an update on those clocks, mate. Are they still pulling their clocks, or what have they got left?
I shall check.
Thank you, my brother. So this would be the bottom of 4. Look, I'm quite happy that they've got this far. I was fearful that they were going to end on turn 3 with the way they were going.
That would have been sad.
It would have been very sad.
I'm still really sad because we talked about Warhammer Fantasy and it's bringing back memories. But anyway.
Do you remember when you got off the perfect flank charge and then overran?
I saw that.
All right, wait.
11 and 15. So 11 left on Kemble, 15 on Liam.
15 on Liam. Wow, Liam's losing he's losing a lot more time than I thought it'd be. But fair enough. He's probably of the opinion he's got it to spare.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to tell a fantasy story then.
Do it.
So, went to a tournament. It was probably like a 20-man tournament in my old hometown. Great. I think it was 4 rounds. Ended up coming in second. I went 3-0-1. The guy that won, I never got to play. And we were driving together back home. I was his drive, and I razzed him the whole drive home about how he wouldn't have won if he'd played me. So he challenged me to a game the next week, and I said, I think my 600 points of Lizardman will beat your 2,400 point army. Completely as a joke. Anyway, we played a game the next week, and just due to him really overestimating how good my Chameleon Skinks were going to be into his High Elf army, I had 600 points of Saurus Warriors wipe out all of his High Elves due to flank charges. It was absolute. It was the most ridiculous thing. Like, we rolled random terrain, and we got that stupid. He was the one that wanted it. We got that altar, the one that used to randomly give buffs and debuffs depending on the turn.
Throwing the skulls, whatever it is.
And it kept buffing my units and debuffing his, and it was hilarious. Like, he'd be like, I'm toughness 2. I'm like, guess you're toughness 2. And it looks like I'm an initiative 10 now, and weapon skill 10. And it would just it was terrible.
Well, he was playing high elf, so I already automatically think he was a dick.
Yeah, it was a good time. He left the play. He punched the table so hard I thought he broke it, and then he walked out of the building for about 20 minutes.
Sick.
Because he was so mad having my 600 points wiped out.
And we sit here wondering why GW killed Fantasy.
Yeah,
man.
It's like, what does Purple Sun do?
Oh, dude, I was just about to say, I ran a Gut Star for a while. I ran an Iron Guts Death Star, and then people just throw it.
Pit of Shades, yeah.
Pit of Shades, or what was it? Pit of Shades or Purple Sun, and you sphincter puckers like never before. So good.
At least you had a Lookout Sir from.
And I had
from the
Hellhardened and Dispel Scroll as well. So
yeah. I used to cup hands things all day until we got the new codex, and I had a couple of feel bad moments with opponents.
Alright, we're going back to 40k, guys.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's just too exciting.
We'll quit this, and us three will start a new podcast. We'll call it the 8th edition Fantasy Revival cast.
I was going to say, all that Sigma talk, I had no idea what was going on.
Boo!
Sigma, boo! Boo! What charged the Meganobs in the top there, or what's going on there? Is that the remaining icon?
Yep. Oh, it's a little looks like there's a banner in it. I don't know what that tells you anything.
It's an icon ward, yeah.
Yeah. So it might be
acolytes. Characters in there.
Oh,
look, if he's just throwing characters into those Meganobs, you're just giving up kill points.
Yeah, I think he's conceited-ish, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's drawn the last straw. He's got the codex out. He's checking what he's rolling for.
He's never put his icon ward in.
Isn't that a bit concerning when you're like, I'm going to charge you. I have no idea what's going to do.
Yeah, this is
1
The
second.
best
Yeah.
way to win. The
Never
best
a
way to
good
win
sign.
games.
Never,
No.
never a sign that you're on a positive
Ah,
warp.
shows the men from the boys. I'm charging this guy in. I got no idea what he does. I'm putting him in
It happened to me with an astropath once. I'd never been in combat with an astropath, so I was like, oh no, this is going to be bad. D3 damage on the staff, though. Didn't realize.
Nice.
Oh, everything went quiet.
Did.
So,
I don't even know what's happening in this game anymore. I was so excited for it.
We'll make Val watch it back, telling him it's the best game ever.
For sure. We'll have to dub over this part, though. He
Yeah,
doesn't understand.
No, he won't understand. It's like a different language. He's probably asleep right now.
yeah, it's late. It's like 1 in the morning
That's
in
just,
Ontario.
Yeah.
Does nothing for me, Val. When you watch this back, you're just not doing anything for me right now, being asleep. What good are you?
Yeah, kind of useless.
He's also an old man.
He's an old.
That's true.
Yeah. Remember that one time he won a couple of games at LVO? Thought he was really
I'll be right back.
Yeah. We love you, Val. Just not right now,
So-
because you're not here. Back to the game.
Yeah.
That was a lively tangent.
Oh, they're still talking about fantasy spells. Yeah, Occam's Mind Razor.
Yeah, Mind Razor. Was that the one that swapped your initiative strength? You use leadership with your strength.
Leadership and
I
strength.
remember fighting strength 9 freaking dark spears. That was horrible.
Yep.
Um,
And Withering permanently reduce a unit's toughness by 1. That was fun.
when they get down tough to 0, pick them all up.
Yeah.
Dwellers from below. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I used to feel bad with Dwellers. I definitely killed some characters with Dwellers, and I didn't like it.
It looks like a character has just been picked up from around the Meganobs. It looks like he's just finished his turn. He has scored 3 points. He scored 3 Maelstrom points that turn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's big.
That's really big.
He's just, wow. He's just drawn 4 that turn he scored. That's massive. Luke, baby, back. Save it from unknown of what the scores are.
Yeah, what's the score going on?
It's actually really freaking important now.
The score.
Turn
Liam
5.
got grabbing here.
Yeah,
This
so
is the top
it's
10-5.
it's very tight. Can't grab the scores because they've both agreed to a 6-minute turn 5.
Okay. They just hissed at you when you went to go get this. Back off.
Oh, this is I'm like, all right, guys, this is last. I think this is last round. You haven't got time, and they're like, nope, we'll do it. And they both said it, so here we go.
Moving advancing from Grotz onto an objective that's just going to get.
I think that's all they're gonna do.
Yeah. And well, theoretically, Liam could kill the Swarm Lord if he can see him through that with his shock attack guns, if there are any of them left. He's also got the looters as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he could jump the Ludas and blow away
Yeah, and try and
Swarm Lord or blow away something important, or just hop on one of these back objectives.
Yep. So, yeah, 5 and 6 are worthless. So he's got 4. So it looks like he's just gonna be fighting over. No way.
Well, unless he has a Maelstrom card for it, like that's also a possibility, right?
Because he's got OBSEC on that. There's no way that Kemble's going to be able to get either of Liam's 2 home objectives off him. But number 4 is pretty locked down for Kemble, but number 2 seems to be the one that's the swing.
Yeah, if he has a way, if there's room, I'm not sure if there's stuff hidden in that building there, and if he hops on 2, he could probably hop on 2 with the Ludas and blow away everything on 4.
Yep, he's just rolled for a 2d6, which I would have to spell.
So I've just checked the ruin there. There's nothing behind that ruin. I'll highlight the ruin. So all he's got there is the Swarm Lord, and there's it's just a psychic power card on the table.
Okay.
So just Swarm Lord holding that objective. He's also got a Zoanthrope, I think. It is, yeah. I've just marked it out for you. And that's pretty much it. The rest of his stuff is at the back, other side of the board, just holding objectives right now.
Okay. So it doesn't really look like he's going to be able to take. Well, it doesn't really look like Liam's going to be able to hold objective 2, realistically.
No.
He's moving up his tank busters. Trying to put them all within 20 range of something. Just trying to pick up some more kills in this turn. Because at this point, why the hell not? Yep, so tank busters looks like they're out of range for Swarm Lord. They're all going to be going.
Tank Buster's shooting the Zoanthrope, I think it is, because there's a little spike of his head that peeks through the second story.
Ah, I hate that
Because
so much.
he's on the platform, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. The Swarm Lord is, however, not on the platform. Or further back, so he can't see him. But yeah.
Okay. Here comes the rune rolls.
Zoanthrope has now died.
Yep.
I think it was Zoanthrope, or was it a Neurothrope?
It must be a Neurothrope. So there's a kill which just picked up.
Yep.
That could be Maelstrom cards, that could be Assassinate, that could be all sorts of things. Looks like he's just shot those looters at that unit back 6, and he just decided they're just going to pull him. I think he rolled the dice, he had 3 shots.
Yeah, makes sense.
Pulled that unit to save some time. He's just doing a charge, I believe. Yep, just he's charging into a character in that crater. The unit of 10 Meganobs is just charged into all those characters. Probably going to clear them off. That's probably going to be a big swinging kill point. If those are all characters, if that's not a remnant unit, he's going to pick up, 4 kill points? 5 with the Neurothrope? That's absurd if they're all... Actually, that can't be. That's too many characters. There's more characters.
Yeah, I mean, he might have, a Patriarch left, Icon Ward.
Yeah, he's got 2 Icon Wards. And he's got
Clamavis
and the Kemble.
Yeah, it could be, 4 characters there, but I think that's a really bad play if he put them all in that one little area.
I don't know why, but Clementus reminds me of an STD or something like that.
I agree. It does the same for me.
Man, I slept with that girl. I got some Clementus.
So just
Poor guy.
Just an update on the tournament as a whole. So the Brisbane scene is kind of a bit scattered. A lot of players play out in their own sort of local communities, but there's nothing that really sort of brings us all together to play. Now, we've had a lot of people come from small gaming groups that haven't played in a 2-day tournament ever. We've actually had 4 people drop out now because they've said it's too loud, it's too stressful, it's too much for them.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. So for a lot of people, this was their first big tournament.
It's their first big tournament, yeah. The other ones they'd play are like 1,000-point one-day Games Workshop ones.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that this is overwhelming for me.
But honestly, guys, congrats on such a huge growth. I was listening to the podcast yesterday, and it sounds like you guys have done a lot to grow the scene out there. So that's awesome that you guys got 70 players this year.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. It means a lot.
Yeah, no, it's a big deal.
I think it really is a testament. I mean, I'm sure you guys have a lot to do with that, but it's also a testament to how good 40K is right now. That so many tournaments are breaking record attendance.
Yep.
Every tournament that I go to or had gone to last year is like doubling in size, 30 to 40% bigger this year.
So just to put this in context for you, this is Brisbane, which is the second biggest state in Australia, and it has a population of 2.2 million, which is probably
I thought Australia was just like spiders and scorpions. They're states.
Yeah. No. Like 3/4 of that 2.2 million is just like 4 spiders.
We actually have just
big
tents.
spiders.
There's big tents.
There's no buildings.
Yeah.
And everyone rides kangaroos and wallabies or cassowaries to work.
Thank you for continuing this narrative.
I mean, it's not as good as our igloos and fairs up here, but
yeah,
we got you.
We'll have a fight. Your national emblems versus our national.
So this is the last turn. Kemble's charged his Swarm Lord into the tank busters.
They'll just get picked up.
Yep. So
those aren't tank busters down there, are they?
Are they? I thought they were. No, they're not. They're grots. My mistake.
Yeah. So he'll just 6 attacks, hit onto his kill onto.
But they're troops, so as long as he keeps one.
If he has two freaking CP left,
he does. I'm going to tell you now.
Oh, he's going to kill him to a man. Kill the man. That's
ready. Watch this. And I think. Okay.
So I think that's 4 he's just going to pull.
Yep, and then there's 2 that are still basing it.
Yeah. Wipe. Yep. Oh, jeez. He's got a tail attack as well, if he remembers.
Hey, I think he's checking. He's getting the old...
Yeah, this is gonna. Wouldn't be surprised if this game is lost by this objective. 3 attacks from whichever other dude's in there. 2 hits. Looks like you got 1 wound. 6 up. No, dead guy. That was attacking Meganob from like a character or something. Probably his Clamovis or Icon Ward.
Yep. I would love digital rule sets. I would love a subscription service for GW. It would make my day.
How much would you be willing to pay a month? Like,
I don't know, 15, 20 bucks, 30 bucks. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I'd pay enough.
I
I'd pay
would
more than enough that they'd be willing.
Yeah, same. Yeah. And hundreds of people, thousands pay. A couple of characters or the remnant unit's just been picked up. That character that was in red, that creator's been picked up. It looks like there's 2 grots left on that objective, which is pretty significant actually.
So
Luke,
game's just ended. They're doing scores now.
Nice. Okay. Interesting.
Is that it?
Yeah,
or
that's it.
Is he calling it, or are they just counting scores?
No, that's it. I think they said they were gonna.
Liam's piling in. Yeah. They already rolled for turn. I don't know what's going on here.
They said they were going to finish it. They said the game was going to. Right, they're going into another turn.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, they're just counting scores. They weren't actually calling the game.
Oh.
They broke their word.
They just roll for turn if the game ends, and Liam says, "Does the game end?" And he goes, "It does." And then they went, "How many cards do you have?" And now Liam's moving models.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going into the bottom of 6.
No, I forgot.
Sorry, top of 6.
Variable
But the thing is, we next round starts in 12 minutes. So.
Oh really?
Get in there. Slap him around.
Yeah. Get him off.
Get him off.
Get him off. I love that. It's the best. Dude, it looks like there's a lot of games that haven't finished.
Yeah. Alright, let's have a look. I'm going to check the scores.
I'm just looking at the just looking at the leaderboard at the moment. It looks like there's a hell of a lot of games that haven't scores put in yet.
It looks like they just shook hands, so
Yeah.
Okay.
they must have just decided.
They're debating whether or not they get the defend objectives because they have time and they're like, "Would you hold this one?" No. So, but
Okay.
we've told them no.
No,
The game's done.
The game's over. The turn doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They're just counting
Get him
cards.
out of there.
Get him out of
Laying
there.
down the fucking hammer.
Yeah.
So we need to have a little bit of a break for our voices. So you're just going to go straight.
Well,
Luke, are we going to have a?
It'll be about 3:15, but I can, depending on who it is, we'll see how we go.
Yep.
I'll
So
give you
we
guys a
will
warning, yeah?
Yeah. Just give us a 5 or 10 minute warning, just so we have to take toilet breaks. But
I'll
we
wait
just-
for
we
the
just need
scores and update
yeah,
them.
we need to know who won this baby. 'Cause
Yeah.
This has been,
Yeah, this was a pretty tight game. It got a little silly at the end, but I mean, that's what Warhammer Fantasy does to you.
I think we got a bit silly. The game was fine. We were just like, yeah, we're just going to tune out and reminisce a
3.
bit. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this game went. In the scheme of things, like this went probably about as well as it could have gone for Liam's with how the game state was at the end of turn 2. From
Yeah,
there, everything's kind of gone his way.
I think for Kemble, I think his big mistake was he went in kind of too piecemeal, and he didn't clear the screens fast enough. I think he really needed to take care of those grots a lot quicker.
Well, I was of the opinion he shouldn't have put the Roxor unit in the way he did. He should have, when he cleared all the yeah, and then he put the Roxor unit down. Leave it for that turn. Leave it there.
Yeah.
Let the Kraken Gene Stealers do what they're going to do. They took out 2 or 3 Meganovs themselves. Let them do that. Let them get picked up, and then next turn you've got 2 Patriarchs, Kalamorph, 2 units of Roxors. You can
Keep hitting him.
Yeah.
That and that round 1 Gene Stealer bomb should have gone like far deeper down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, man, I agree with the round. Yeah, for sure. All right, Luke, we're just waiting on this final scores from Luke, and then we'll be out for game 2, and we'll be back with game 3 in probably about 15 minutes. We don't know who it is. We've got no idea. We'll leave it up to Luke to decide this one. We'll give us something classy, Luke. If we can get Simon on or something, that'd be pretty sexy. Simon Gojkovic, if he's won his game. Looks like he has won his game. Actually, yeah, we'll ask for that. Luke, listen, buddy.
Yep.
Chuck Simon on next game.
Yep.
Simon has because Pete and you guys both good to stick around for another game.
I am 50%. I have some evil forces pulling me, trying to drag me out right now. So I'm trying to resist because I've been really good. I've been painting. I've gotten a lot of painting done tonight.
Man,
so
phenomenal.
I want to go do some healthy things tomorrow. But I also have a rubber arm, so.
Well,
I should be good for the first round or two before I have to sleep to work in the morning.
George has it.
Not a problem at all.
Definitely
Sorry,
agree.
we just George has it.
Lap dances are better than 40K. I'm like, yep, that's very true.
I don't know, Vancouver lap dances though.
I'm just gonna sign off for a sec. I'll let you guys know if I pop back on.
No problems. Well, I'll just stick around for the final scores, mate. I just want to let you know that we're going to have... Bailed! Bastard.
What a wanker.
We're going to get last year's ETC captain on, which will be Simon Rukovic. And he is playing essentially a disintegrator spam army. He's got 9... He's the guy who won Australian Masters this year. He beat around to win the Oz Masters. And he has... disintegrators for days. He has like 9 disintegrator ravagers. Sorry, raiders and 3 disintegrator ravagers.
Wow.
He's got wishes for days, cabinet warriors for days, a bunch of janky Eldar tech. Like it's usually a very good game to watch. So we'll have him on next. And I can already tell you now, his last game, he has. Where is he? Simon Gorkovic. He just won his last game. He's sitting at 34 battle points right now, 2 round points. He's sitting at 58 out of a possible... No, sorry, he's sitting on 32 out of a possible 40 so far. So he's had 2 pretty healthy wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I did the math. He has 52 disintegrator shots per turn. 52. It's revolting. He's the guy who I played. I don't know if you caught that game, Peter, but he ran 11 Venom.
I did, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, versus me.
Here we go. Is this it?
So scores are in, boys.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Liam pulls it out by 6 points.
Yep.
What?
So I'll give you the breakdown for you. So Maelstrom, Kemble won by 4 points. He had 13 to Liam's 9. Eternal War, Liam held 3 objectives at the end of the game because of those Gretchen. And he got First Strike and Slay the Warlord. And Kemble only got 4 for that because he held an objective and got First Strike. And then the totals then were 34 to 28. And then
whoa, that's a close game.
It was.
Man, do you know that objective 2 that the Grots took?
Yep.
That was a 6-point swing.
Yep, it's big.
That would have...
That's a draw, otherwise.
That's a draw without that objective. Wow. That's crazy.
Tight game.
I want to point out, kill points. I really feel like Kendall gave away a lot of kill points in the last 2.
Yeah.
I feel like he gave away like 3 or 4. He probably did not need to. So yeah, had he been able to hold that objective, not bleed so many kill points in the last couple of turns, it's probably a win for him. But look,
yeah, I think at the end he seemed to just want to throw as many characters into the meat grinder of the Megadoms as he could, and that was a little weird.
It really did, didn't he? Yeah, he threw like 3 or 4 characters in that unit of 3 Meganob, and they just kept bouncing.
Yep.
Anyway, we're gonna. That is the end of game 2 for us. Oh, sorry.
Hey, so you guys all done? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we are, man.
Okay.
We're gonna sign off. Peace out, guys. We will join you in about 20 or for the next round. We're gonna have Simon Gorkovic on against round 3. Peace out. Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much, Peter. We will talk to you and Jim again very soon.
See you guys soon. Bye bye.
Ciao.